slot number 21. Slot number 21, informed them on the app that I was there, and bang.
This is
Bang.
huge.
A lovely young lady comes out and puts all my groceries in my truck. And I'm thinking, is this a great country or what? Who knew? Who knew? How come I hadn't been doing this?
Does anybody else want a GoPro in Chuck's vehicle?
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I would resist the urge to drink this morning.
Stop. I'm done.
You said a lot of good things there.
Well, I don't know if I said one good thing.
I met a guy last night, love y'all to death, Jeff.
You mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The show of record for Razorback fans.
At my Sunday school, and first thing he says when we hop in the car, he says, "Let's turn on the Chuck and Bo."
It's too early for this kind of conversation. I'm still happy to see you.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
It's the Monday after the time change that'll get you. Yesterday was a breeze. In fact, I'd been up 2 hours before I even remembered. But now this morning, that was a whole different deal. Normally, I'm up before the alarm goes off, but not today. Not today.
Yeah. Oh, you pay the price the next day.
Yeah, you do.
But I'll tell you, last night made you feel like
It was nice to have the extra hour of daylight.
Summer's
That's
here.
for sure. I felt that way, too.
it's a beautiful time of year.
And then it
for
was
me. I
too
love it.
exciting to go to sleep. You know, summer's here. It's going to be great.
I was exhausted and got in bed and couldn't fall asleep.
Yeah.
It was the weirdest
It's
thing.
the excitement of the spring's right around the corner.
When you get off work
I
in the
know.
evenings
Yeah.
and you still got a couple of hours of daylight.
Go play 9.
But I don't know. This used to be a deal where everybody knew it was coming. And now I don't know if I'm not paying attention.
It's like you're on your own
or-
now. I mean, used to you watch the news at 10 o'clock and they'd say like 15 times, "Don't forget to spring forward."
And we're all like, we know.
Yeah.
we know.
How many times are you going to tell
So
me?
they quit telling us.
Yeah.
At least that's how it feels like. They quit telling us, and I have no idea.
I double checked before I went to bed Saturday night to see if this was the weekend. And then I thought, well, I don't need to change the clocks. I'll do much like I do in the studio. Yeah, I'll look at the clock, subtract an hour, which now it's back on time. But
Sure is.
I thought I'll just wake up Sunday morning and I'll make the mental note when I look at the clock. And I didn't. And I'd been up, as I said, a couple of hours before I really looked at my phone and realized, oh, gosh, it's, time change.
So that clock hasn't changed. It's back on the actual time.
For 6 months, it's been off.
And,
Now it's back on.
But it's lost 2.5 minutes.
Yeah. It's not a
Over
perfect
6
timepiece. I mean, it's really not.
It's supposed to be.
Well, it's supposed to be atomic, but I think somehow we've got it off the atomic setting, and it's on the the manual setting now, and that's what's got it.
It's a bad clock.
Yeah, well, I mean, sometimes those things happen. Sometimes you buy a clock, it's not what you thought it was going to be.
In this business, the clocks matter. They matter a lot.
Well, that's right.
They got to all be synced up.
That's
and that one up there's, it's not.
No, it's a little off.
We'll get it replaced.
But we're in the correct hour again. It is the 6 o'clock hour.
We are
We're
on the right.
We're a
hour.
lot closer than we were before.
Yeah, I was caught off guard, I got to say. And my biorhythms, I thought of you because I thought of biorhythms, which I'd never thought of before. But I was like, I'm just a little
That was an 80s,
off.
70s, 80s term. That was a term from my youth. I didn't understand it then and don't now, but it sounds cool.
It does.
It does.
Everything comes back around. I think you brought that one back.
I think I have.
That's good.
I think I have.
Things like that are important. Big weekend.
Yeah, it
A
was.
lot going on.
There really was a lot going on. A lot to pay attention to. I watched a lot of basketball yesterday. Our game was great on Saturday. That was an exciting game. I mean, it really was. Back and forth, drama at the end. I mean, it was fun.
It was a big win. I mean, if you look at it from the standpoint of not having Acuff and the guys going out there and playing and having confidence and I think building confidence. And look, I thought of this morning. They finished third in the league.
Tied for second, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, tied with Alabama. They just have the tie.
The difference is that double overtime game where they finished with you and I playing.
That's right.
I mean, that's the difference in a game that the fouls didn't really match what you see anywhere in college basketball ever. Multiple guys fouling out in the game, nobody fouling out on the other side. Bart did extensive research into I don't know. He went to like local libraries and
game.
we checked on Doug Schaub. That was when the whole all the officials and
It
all
blew
of
up. It just
college
blew up.
basketball
Really.
got investigated by Bart. And anyhow, we found out that had never happened before. But that was the difference in finishing second or third. But to finish, top 3 in the league, that's a good season.
Oh, it's been a fantastic season. And now you go play the part that everybody's going to remember. I'm looking forward to this week. I have said since the game ended in Tuscaloosa, I'd like to see Arkansas and Alabama play again. And if they both, get that, or if, they both win on Friday, it'll happen on Saturday, and an opportunity maybe to play Florida again on Sunday. One thing to think about that, Arkansas on Friday is going to play probably either Oklahoma or Texas A&M. Well, those are two teams that'd like to get a piece of Arkansas. Oklahoma almost had them beat over there. And A&M, I know, didn't play their best game when they came in here. So lots of things are at play this week, but I'm just glad the postseason's here. Everything's different now. Everything's got a new and exciting feel to it. And, Cal said many times, I like my team. Let's go play. And, hey, he turned them loose Saturday, and they won without their best player.
It may be a little immature. It may be a little petty. But I go and I look at where Kentucky finished too.
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard not to.
Is
the
that
9 seed. Playing first game out of the chute on Wednesday.
Is that an exposure of character flaw on my part that I just
No.
I don't know about flaw.
No.
I mean, it exposes your character, but I don't know that I would say it's a flaw necessarily.
No.
It exposes my character. Are you saying I have some?
No, I'm just saying there's nothing wrong with being a little petty with Kentucky.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Just for the record, they finished 10-8.
I noticed.
Yep, Arkansas finished 13-5. Arkansas 23-8. Kentucky won 19 games.
Kentucky's got to win 5 games to win the tournament. I mean, they got to win Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah. Hey, Razorback fans, I've had a lot of them over the years say, hey, when are we going to take over the tournament? Well, now's your time. I mean, this is the future's now because, remember the old days down at Reunion. I mean, there weren't a lot of fans from other schools, but when their teams lost, somebody was ready to gobble their tickets up outside the arena. I'm not saying Kentucky won't run the table. But I'm saying there's a pretty good chance they won't.
I am.
And so that presents an opportunity for people who maybe don't necessarily have the whole SEC tournament package. Nashville's drivable for a lot of people. I know it's not cheap, and I'm not minimizing the cost, but I think Razorback fans, particularly if they win Friday night, will be there Saturday. And the game Friday's late enough that in most spots in Arkansas, you can work half a day and still get there if you're really committed.
8:30. That's the projected tip-off.
Somewhere around in there.
Closer to 9, probably.
Somewhere between 8:30
That'll
and
be
9
the first
would be
2
my
games
guess.
should they win the first one. They're going to play A&M or Oklahoma or South Carolina.
Probably.
Oklahoma,
yeah.
South Carolina play. The winner of that game plays A&M. The winner of that game plays Arkansas. So we have the bracket set now. So the Hogs are the official 3 seed in the SEC tournament. Karen and I were watching the Florida-Kentucky game for a little bit, and they showed Mark Pope on the sideline, and she said, man, he looks like he's really aged since he's been there. Kind of like, presidents. We talk about presidents when they go into office and when they leave office. Well, first of all, 4 or 8 years went by, but it's what happened during those 4 years. I mean, Pope looks like, he's been there a long time, and it's about over.
Yeah. He's had a rough year. I mean, I'm sure this
They're
is
hard on you.
He's I'm sure he feels like he's had years taken off his life this year. Maybe he has. I don't know.
Dick Vitale kind of just he kind of went after it a little bit.
I'm going to say this right here. Win or lose, I've done several now Kentucky games. Win or lose, $22 million this team of reports are in terms of the NIL for their players. I think at $22 million, they could have put together a better roster than they did. I really do.
Yeah.
He went in. I mean, that's what
Hard to
everybody's
argue.
thinking.
It's hard to argue.
That's what everybody's thinking.
My goodness.
And I know we shouldn't really care, but we do. And I think it's because of all. I know what it is. It's all the noise that came our way when Cal was hired here. And again, we want to get dear Kentucky fans. Thank you. Thank you for blessing us with Cal.
Well, never forget. I mean, think about this. They ran him off. They were ready for him to go. Shows like this one, every single day from border to border in that state, ripped him a new one. And I look at that situation now, and I'm like, you better be careful what you wish for sometimes in life. I mean, if there was ever a reminder of that, when your emotions start getting a hold of you, you better be careful what you wish for. And that's what happened to them. And, that's a great program. And I have nothing against Mark Pope, nothing at all. But they're kind of getting what they deserve. I mean, in reality, not kind of. They are getting what they deserve. Just as we have and other programs at times have gotten exactly what we've deserved too. But they're going through it right now.
Yeah, they are. And Arkansas is headed to the SEC tournament in a good spot. ACUF will get plenty of time. They'll all get plenty of time this week.
I'm glad they did that Saturday. Yeah. I didn't know if they would. I'm glad they did.
Well, at the end of the day, they were going to be they were a top 4 seed no matter what happened in that game.
And it worked out perfectly. ACUF got his rest, and 8 days will pass between games by the time he hits the floor on Friday. I think it's important for him and for everybody to know they can win with him on the bench. Because God forbid you get into the NCAA tournament and something happens, whether it's an injury or foul trouble or whatever. You may have to win without him. Now they know they can. And I don't care who they're playing in the NCAA tournament. It won't be as hostile an environment as the one they played in Saturday. And they went up there and in the face of all that, won the game.
A lot of things happened. A lot of things happened over the weekend. It's a reaction Monday. Your thoughts? The baseball team has a 2-1 series lead. It's a 4-game series against Stetson. They dropped one yesterday. The softball team dropped the opener.
Yeah, but 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah, won the last 2 games. And that's a couple of things that were happening on campus over the weekend. We'll get into more of it. If you want to get in here, it's 877-377-6963. It's 6:14. If you haven't sprung forward yet, you're late.
Whoops.
Luckily, I think you're does every phone do this? I have an iPhone. Every other phone does it.
I think so.
The Galaxy and the whatever and the whatever those other Samsungs and what are all the phones out there now?
Does Google make a phone?
The Android,
Google Pixel.
Yeah, the Google Pixel. Do all those just update as well? So everybody's phone updates for them.
I think anything connected to the internet does. Yes.
My truck updates.
I think.
My truck updates.
My trucks, they're
my
connected to the internet.
The microwave apparently is not connected to the internet.
No, that's a manual.
That's a telltale.
The clock on the wall, not internet.
Nope.
Yeah.
Stove.
This atomic clock in here updates.
Yeah.
That's not an atomic
The
clock.
non-atomic
not
clock.
updated. Back to that. What time is it in Mexico now?
Depends on where you are.
Well, I mean, yeah. What's mountain time? Where are we on mountain time now?
It's 5:15.
I thought we were doing away with this whole thing. By the way,
some states have.
No, because people are confused and don't actually know what they're doing, and that's the problem.
What
That's
time
why
is it in
hasn't happened.
Arizona and Nevada right now? Because
It's probably 5:15.
Is it?
That's a very kind way for you to put that, Bart. Normally, it's like people are idiots and they're stupid.
Well,
and they're morons
it's early. It's
and
early.
he's like,
Just
people are
give it time.
confused. People are confused.
Bart's affected by the time
That's a
change
good
too.
time.
Even Bart at times is mere
No,
mortal.
people get very confused. They want to do away with daylight savings time, and that's actually not what you want.
Are we into daylight savings
Yes.
time now?
Yes.
Okay, we
So you
are
want
now.
to keep it.
If you're
You don't
gonna
wanna
get
change it.
rid of one or the other,
You want to
wanna
do away with
keep-
standard
right?
time.
You want to keep daylight savings time. If you keep standard time, oh boy,
Yeah.
it's gonna be the middle of summer and it's gonna
So
be
you want
dark.
to keep daylight savings time and get rid of Punxsutawney Phil.
Phil is a fraud.
Yeah,
by the
Phil
way.
is.
He
a
has
fraud.
been this year, hasn't he?
I mean,
All-time
what
winning
is a total
percentage of
miss,
around
man?
30%.
Of course,
Phil is a fraud.
it's a long way from here. I mean, we don't have like a Punxsutawney Phil in
Do
the
you
South.
think there'll ever be an assassination attempt on Punxsutawney Phil?
Yeah, picture that. Yeah,
It's a question.
Picture that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
They wound up dead.
It's 6:16 now. Good morning. Dale, good morning. You're on the Chuck and Bo Show.
Oh my gosh, I'm finally on.
You're on.
I've been listening to you guys forever. You guys are awesome.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Did you know Chevy of Fayetteville is the #1 volume dealer in Northwest Arkansas? That means nobody sells more cars, trucks, or SUVs than Chevy of Fayetteville. They've been a part of our community for over 25 years. They're supporters of our local schools and the Razorbacks. And they're the best after the sale. An award-winning service and parts department, a waiting area, complimentary loaners. So go see Chris Mark in Denver and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville, inside the Fayetteville Auto Parts.
Are you looking for tough, reliable equipment from people you can trust? WT Equipment is your local family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas. And yep, they're big-time Hog fans too. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, Steel, and more. They carry the brands you know and trust to get the job done. Whether it's equipment or implements, WT Equipment has the tools you need, including a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment today.
What's your Oaklawn? Is it hitting the slots for fun and high fives? Or having a round at Silk's Bar and Grill before the action? Play your way at Oaklawn's 24/7 non-smoking casino. With 1,500 slot machines, live roulette, craps, and blackjack, a sports book where you can watch and wager on your favorite games, and live entertainment at Pop's Lounge, you'll never run out of fun. It's time for more winning and more excitement at Oaklawn. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Distribution Solutions Incorporated began providing superior customer service back in 1997 based out of Harrison, Arkansas, and they're supporting our local communities today and always looking for professional OTR drivers. DSI knows drivers by name. They're about their people, and when you work with DSI, it feels more like a family than a job, and they know home time matters. If you're a driver, check out their website, drivedsi.com. All the benefits, all the vacation time, and that home time that matters. There's never a good deal good enough with a bad person. Still a bad deal.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Cutting corners is generally a bad idea. And when it comes to roofing, it's real bad. That's why Teamwork Roofing and Construction uses only the best materials, like Malarkey shingles, which perform better, protect longer, and are more sustainable. Residential or commercial. Got a complicated job? They've got the certified crews ready to deliver on time and on budget. You need a roof that's built on quality and powered by Teamwork. Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Log on to teamworkbuilt.com and get a quote today. That's teamworkbuilt.com. All right, it's officially tax season, and your local H&R Block is ready to knock it out with you. You can just walk in or grab an appointment, and you're getting 100% accuracy in your max refund or your money back. That's real people right here in your neighborhood, helping you get it done the right way. Not just now, but year-round. H&R Block. Walk in or book an appointment today. If you haven't tried a flight by Yuengling, you're missing out on the great taste of Yuengling that is a light beer. It's the next generation of light beer. Get it on draft, in the can, the new skinny cans, and now the new 16-ounce resealable twist-off aluminum bottle. Perfect for any occasion. It's just 95 calories, and you're still enjoying a Yuengling. Take your beer game to new heights with Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer.
High school sports in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley have never had a bigger stage. I'm Melissa Orange, host of the Varsity Vibe podcast, and every week we'll be bringing you the stories, highlights, and moments that matter most to our communities. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe to our newsletter, check out the Varsity Vibe podcast, and follow us on social media for the latest scores and spotlight features. Get it all at varsityvibearkansas.com.
Did you know you can listen to a podcast version of the Chuck and Bo Show on demand? It's driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park and can be found every weekday on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you listen to podcasts. By the way, good morning. We just kind of jumped in, and we're coffee deep. And hey, everybody,
Morning, Bart.
welcome in.
Edward.
I smell the bacon cooking. It's going to be a good day.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I think it just feels different now. This week feels different for me, as far as the sports world is concerned. You got postseason basketball. I mean, the real March Madness is about to begin.
We got bids
I
getting
love
punched
this.
today.
Yeah. That's exactly right. We got championship
we
games
had
tonight.
some tickets get punched yesterday.
I
Some
watched
teams-
UCA play yesterday. They played Queens.
Heartbreaker.
Yeah, they did a great job just to get it to overtime, and I was happy for him. I was rooting for him.
Mm-hmm.
And
Cameron Hunter, 49
49. He was just unbelievable. He was like watching a left-handed A-cup. I mean, it really was. He was just incredible. And but just not quite enough.
Yeah, what is going on in the college basketball
so
world?
just real quickly, Queens has clinched a bid. High Point beat Winthrop to earn the Big South Conference title and a spot in the tournament. And then Northern Iowa won the Missouri Valley Conference, beating UIC to go back to the NCAA tournament. They've always been a fun team historically. In March.
Some of those teams, when you say their names, really all three of them, I want to. They're regulars in the NCAA tournament. It feels like I would be interested to go look at
Queens
programs.
is going for the first time.
Yeah, this is their first year.
But High Point was there last year.
High Point's been there.
Or a couple years ago. They've won a game in the tournament pretty recently, I'm sure.
I feel like Northern Iowa every year.
They're regular.
They haven't been in a while, but they've done some damage. I think the last time they were there, they hit a last second half court shot to beat Texas in the first round of the tournament. That was fun.
Seemed like yesterday, but it was actually 15 years ago. Something like that.
I mean, I think it was 2016 or
That's
something
the way
like that.
Is it really?
It was 10 years ago.
Wow.
I think.
For Northern Iowa? 10 years?
I think that guy's name was Jesperson, who hit the half court shot.
Was that around the year
20,
Bryce Drew hit it?
Paul Jesperson. It was 2016.
Wow.
Yeah.
Time flies, doesn't it?
Oh, man.
It's incredible.
But that's historically been a good program that's had some success in March and been a fun team to.
When you
to
say
watch,
fun and you talk about upsets, you just don't want it to happen to you.
No, certainly not.
It's like when you're in one of those games, Bucknell, remember that game?
Oh boy.
And you're sitting
That was
there,
a
oh man, this
disgusting
is
basketball game.
going to happen to us. Oh no. Oh no.
A couple of other potential teams to watch today: the SoCon Championship, Furman and East Tennessee State.
I watched Furman play yesterday.
The Paladins.
It was that kind of Sunday.
These games are good because it's everything's on the line.
Right, and everybody's giving everything they've got on the floor.
Sun Belt
I mean,
as
this
well.
this is when you see the great stories.
Sun Belt final: Georgia Southern and Troy will do battle in Pensacola today.
That'll be a dandy.
UALR parted ways with Darrell Walker.
Yeah, I was surprised.
I was very surprised by that.
UALR has now, over the course of their history, dismissed Sidney Moncrief and Darrell Walker as head coaches. But, hey, look, at some point you have to win.
They
have to
they
win.
had a lot of bad injury luck the past 2 years. I think he's done an outstanding job there. I was very surprised.
He's a fine man and a great teacher of the game and doesn't have a lot to work with there. But the reality is at some point you have to win games or the run's up.
You know, we talk about Stan Heath and Pelfrey both getting let go this year at their small school jobs, Eastern Michigan and Tennessee Tech, right?
Yeah. Respectively.
We talked about
Pelfrey did a
women's
great job
basketball
there.
a little bit last week, and what do you want to do with it? If you're Hunter Yurachek, you got to make decisions on where the money goes in your athletic department, and you're operating at a significant deficit in women's basketball across the country. And every school's got to figure this out, which is, why schools that have more money seem to be doing better, not exclusively, but for the most part. Or if you're in South Carolina and you've created a monster, you've got to keep feeding it. And so they're going to win at basketball at South Carolina as long as Don Staley's going to be there.
They didn't yesterday, though.
And
No, they didn't.
who'd they lose to?
Texas.
Yeah,
Texas.
Vic Schaefer
Texas
finally got it.
dominated them. Texas dominated them. I mean, they really did.
They jumped out to like a 14-0.
I didn't watch the game. I missed that.
I watched At It. I did a lot of channel surfing yesterday on basketball.
It was so
for that.
it was
it
so
was.
nice out. I had to be outside.
I was outside too.
It was beautiful.
I did some of that.
I
I
didn't
went
see
to
much.
softball. Saw that.
Yeah, that's great. It was beautiful, beautiful weather outside. So we talked about the women's programs, these other programs that like Tennessee Tech and Eastern Michigan. How do you win there? Little Rock. How do you win there?
You've got to catch a young up-and-coming coach who knows how to go out and get a bunch of players from a junior college or from some other small school, bring a team in, win for 1 or 2 years, and then take a better job. like Beard did down there at UALR. You've got to understand you're not going to sustain anything. You've got to catch lightning in a bottle with a young up-and-comer and ride it as long as it lasts. And it won't last long, but you better enjoy it while it happens.
It can definitely happen. We've seen it happen. It's got to be a really difficult job. Really, how do you tell somebody that can play, you should come to Tennessee Tech? You should come here instead of any other place you could go just like this one.
Because we're going to win, and I'm going to get a better job, and I'm going to take you with me. I mean, that's. Yeah. I mean, what else can you say, really? I mean, that's kind of facetious, but not really.
But you know, it's really a little bit of a rhetorical question, but you understand the point. Like, how do you go in there and have success at these places? I mean, it can be done. Like you said, you get the right coach and they get the right thing going.
But that's very much the exception rather than the rule.
It's not somewhere you want to go to retire.
No,
that's not the job that is, where you go in there and, show up and coach basketball. There's going to be a whole lot more going on.
It's such a transient profession now. There was a time when a school like Tennessee Tech or some of these smaller schools, you would have a coach for 30 years. Because you didn't fire him when they went like 14 and 17. He was your coach. He came in under budget every year, played with a bunch of players from the area, and everybody was happy. But then the small schools started watching the big schools on TV and started saying, well, why can't we be like that? And why can't we be the next, diamond in the rough? And then they threw the money into the equation, and everybody went nuts. So even at a place like Tennessee Tech in Eastern Michigan, where in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter at all whether you're good at sports. It really doesn't. They fire coaches too. I mean, and that's just kind of where we are now.
Then we have Steven Pearl.
Yeah. Ooh.
Steven Spielberg.
He better hope his dad's really popular on TV, because that's how the family remains stars.
If you're the Auburn AD and you're sitting there listening to Bruce Pearl talk from the mountaintops, and you're watching him not coach your team, you're watching his son coach your team.
I would be,
and you're 16 and 15, and he's stumping to be in the tournament. You're 16 and 15. Yet Steven Pearl says this.
We've put ourselves in obviously a difficult situation, but also, a great situation. We play in the best league in college basketball. It's the deepest league in college basketball. We have, 5 of some of the best wins in the country. We have the best win in college basketball at Florida. If you look at our quality wins, and you look at other teams in the bubble, I don't think those teams get those wins. I just don't. So we've put ourselves in a position to be considered, and, I think our resume stands up against anybody's.
There are always teams that get left out that could beat some of the teams that get in. That's just the nature of the NCAA tournament. It's the nature of automatic bids for smaller conferences. It's the nature of a school like Miami of Ohio having a chance to get an at-large bid if they don't win their conference tournament. This happens every year. Somebody who has quality wins also has a number of unexplainable losses, bad losses, and therefore they don't get in. This year it may very well be Auburn. To me, the fact that we're even still talking about whether or not Auburn deserves to be in is a little bit of a, I don't want to say joke, but I mean, if they lose their first-round conference game, and they've lost, like 8 of 9?
They've lost
like
8 of their last 10 games.
8 of 10.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Like, miss me with that nonsense.
It's not happening.
I can't see it happening.
The shame on the selection committee if they even consider Auburn. Like, that's pitiful. Get out of here. You got to win games, man. You got to win basketball games. That's the whole point of the sport.
I agree with tilting
the whole point of the sport.
I agree with tilting the selections toward teams that play tougher schedules. I agree with that. But not when somebody's 17 and 16. Look at they have, arguably the best road win in college basketball this year. By the same token, look at some of the games they've lost. Look at some of the games they've lost in their home building. They can say, well, we've got the best road win. Well, you got some bad home losses. And
they lost to Ole Miss at home.
Yeah. I mean, Ole Miss won, 3 games in conference play?
Very, very bad.
So, they got some bad losses in there, too.
They had that tough buzzer beater, or they thought it was a buzzer beater. It wasn't a buzzer beater.
Oh,
no. That one.
Well, I turned the season right there.
That was, they've had, I don't know what the comparison is here. A team that has gotten in that would be in Auburn's position. But all I know is when I saw the record was 16-15 and Stephen Pearl was saying they should be in, I was like, what? What happened? It's I mean, I guess that's what coaches do that aren't in. They're on the bubble, so they get out there and they say what they have to say. Isn't it nice to be in the position that you're in if you're an Arkansas fan?
Yes, very much so.
We've been in that other position.
Yes. And, I mean, we can look at the Razorback situation and just be filled with hope this week. And it's like it's nice to have the feeling of, bring them on. Let's go play.
Also nice to have your taxes done. That's a good feeling. When they're done, you can file. You're all set. H&R Block's there to help you. They've been doing it for 70 years, and they've got 100% accuracy guarantee and a max refund or your money back. Walk in or make an appointment, get your taxes done. They'll help all year long at H&R Block.
There are a lot of stupid people in the world, man. I think you underestimate the number of stupid people out there.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Every Hog fan dreams of stepping onto that dirt at Baum-Walker Stadium, and thanks to G&G Insurance, that dream is wide open. G&G is Fayetteville's choice for home, auto, and business insurance because they're fans just like us. They want to put you on the mound to throw out the first pitch at an Arkansas game this season. Visit ggfirstpitch.com, get a quote from their local experts, and you're in the running. Just takes a few minutes to see how much you could save, and it might land you in the center of the diamond. That's ggfirstpitch.com to win today.
All right, it's officially tax season, and your local H&R Block is ready to knock it out with you. You can just walk in or grab an appointment, and you're getting 100% accuracy in your max refund or your money back. That's real people right here in your neighborhood, helping you get it done the right way. Not just now, but year-round. H&R Block. Walk in or book an appointment today. Chuck has thoughts. I want to have some coffee and let you guys roll for a while. This is going to be good.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
One of my things right now, why am I still going? I can't leave this profession like it is and then walk away because my son's in this profession. There are young coaches in this profession. And so I'm looking at this saying, we got to be part of this solution before we walk away from this. And that's part of my purpose now. Why is he speaking out about this? I want the kids to make money. I always have. I've been one of those coaches that said they should have a right to their name, image, and likeness. It's theirs. They should be able to sell it. Because we wouldn't respond that way, because of the arrogance, because of the way where you're worried about the organization instead of the kids, we're where we are right now. Now, free agency, NIL, tampering, offering, all this stuff, instead of you come with me because I can make a difference in your life. We can work together. I'm not telling you I have a magic wand, but what I'm telling you is these kids, look what they've done, where they've gone. And they were sitting where you were. So we have a history of doing it, but I can't do it for you. But I've always been about the kids getting money. I've been that way. But now where we are, no guardrails, no rules. They'll make rules to certain people now. We'll go back to, things. They're paying a quarterback $6-7 million. How? I mean, I don't understand under what we're doing how you do that. I don't care that they do it, but just explain to us how we're to do this.
When you're looking for tough, reliable equipment for people you trust, WT Equipment delivers. WT Equipment is a local, family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas. And they've built their reputation by carrying the brands you know and depend on. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, and Steel, they have the equipment and implements to get the job done right. Whether you're tackling a big job or everyday work, WT Equipment offers a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance, including compact track loaders, skid steers, excavators, and more. Their lots are packed and ready to move with special deals you don't want to miss. Bobcat is the industry leader, tough, reliable, and built to handle any job you throw at it. Nobody does light construction or hay and forage better than WT Equipment. Backed by trusted service and support long after the sale. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment location today or log on to WTEquip.com. Tools you trust and people you know.
You know, Oaklawn and Hot Springs is where excitement, luxury, and nonstop action come together, all in one unforgettable destination. The Oaklawn Casino Resort features a 24/7 smoke-free casino with more than 1,500 slot machines, plus blackjack, craps, roulette, along with great dining, live entertainment, and energy that goes all night. When it comes time to relax, check into the luxury hotel, enjoy award-winning restaurants like the Bugler, and unwind at the Astral Spa, Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa. And it's the perfect escape with Hot Springs National Park and beautiful scenic lakes just minutes away. And for sports fans, Oaklawn Sportsbook keeps the action going year-round. Bet on football, basketball, baseball, golf, and more. Even international sports with easy deposits and withdrawals all through America's best sports betting app. Oaklawn is your Hot Springs escape. Plan your visit today at oaklawn.com.
Never miss a moment of the Chuck and Bo Show on demand, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Watch us on YouTube, Twitter, every weekday, or stream the podcast version of the show on Spotify or Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
Do we have a will to win? Well, come on. Let's go. This is why we did what we did all year, is to get to March to be able to play like we're one of those teams.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I'm ready, man. When Cal starts talking about that, I'm like ready to go.
Bart's into the bracketology.
I know he
all of a
is.
sudden. We'll get
What's the
into
story
that.
with Joe Lenardi today, Bart?
Chevy of Fayetteville Situation Room. Lots of great deals at Chevy of Fayetteville inside the Fayetteville Auto Park. Great people to deal with, too. Together, let's drive.
I'm disappointed with Joe. I thought we had turned a corner last week. I thought he finally put out a legitimate bracket, and now he's back to nonsense. He somehow moved Alabama up a seed line after the win over Auburn. Did not move Arkansas up at all, despite the fact that they went to Missouri and won without Darius Acuff Jr. So there's your first just kind of nonsensical piece of data right there. But beyond that, he still has Arkansas as a 5 seed, but now they're in San Diego, where they would be matched up with the winner of Texas Tech and Stephen F. Austin. Again, just a scenario that is not likely to happen unless there is no other option. Just guys, don't pay attention to what Lenardi says. Just don't.
Wow.
Just don't.
The whole college basketball universe now revolves around Joe Lenardi's latest bracketology, and you're saying don't pay attention to it.
I know, but like, it's just.
That's why he's here.
It's exasperating, man. It's just exasperating.
What is it because it's going to be wrong?
Well, it's because like it, again, as I've said before, it goes against the rules that the selection committee follows when seeding teams.
I don't know if he gets that deep. I think Lenardi's big thing is getting the seed line right.
Don't put out a bracket.
Where you go and who? Well, you got to put out a bracket because that's what the people want. That's what the people want. You got to put out a bracket. But my impression of him is, if he gets the seed lines right, he feels like a winner. I just don't know if you can delve that deeply into it and be right more than you're wrong.
Bart wants to do his own.
I know he does.
And I think he should.
All he needs is financial backing. That's all he needs.
Lenardi, over the past 5 years, the 125th best bracket.
Who's the best?
Who's the best? Who are these guys who haven't heard of any of them?
Yeah. Who are the?
Because they don't have the financial backing.
That's
to get
right.
their names out
There's a site,
ESPN?
Bracketometry, that's been the #1 ranked.
Bracketometry.
And look, they measure based on how accurately you get the seeds, the numbers correct.
Right.
That's
not
what they're
where you
measuring.
go or who
Right.
you might play in the second
Right.
round, just
Right.
the seed.
That's
all they care about.
So Joe's not even particularly great at that over the last 5 years compared to others.
Lenardi has made his
I like Joe, but this thing with the
I
bracket
think
just really
Arkansas should
bothers
be a 4 seed. And
I agree.
And I really can't understand why they're not.
Arkansas should be.
I'm
a
not
higher
saying they
seed.
should be the highest 4 seed.
No, but they should be above Virginia and Kansas on the seed lines.
I agree with that.
Lenardi was the only guy talking about this when people needed somebody to talk.
That's right.
And he's on ESPN. And when you're on ESPN,
That's right.
They make a name for you.
That's right.
And especially when you're the only guy there doing
That's
it.
right. That's right. And I like Joe. I'm just tired of seeing this Arkansas rematch thing in the bracket he puts out. It's
It
just
frustrates
not.
you.
Yeah, because it's just not accurate.
He's busy. Like he's not worried like Chuck's talking about. He's not worried about who all the matchups are. He's trying to get the seed lines right. And,
I understand
and,
that.
And it's a lot of work. And so my guess is, he's got to go play golf or something. And so
I don't know. He
It's
doesn't look
cold
like
where
a
he
golfer
lives,
to me. So where do you think we're going, Bart?
Okay.
Let's just break it down. Where do you think we're going?
Well,
if we're a 4 seed, what do you think's going to happen?
I mean, I think if Arkansas is a 4 seed, and I'm looking at the sites and who's going where. I mean, some of it depends on what happens over the next week.
Your conference record doesn't really matter. I mean, what you do in conference matters, but your record doesn't matter.
I mean, who you beat matters.
4 seed. If the Razorbacks are a 4 seed, I would say it's probably a Tampa situation.
I'm trying to decide what to pack, and I'm dependent on you.
And there's no guarantee that that's the way it would shake out. Florida will obviously be in Tampa, which only leaves one other slot for Tampa. But looking at the other 4 seeds, I guess Virginia would get precedence if they were seated higher than the Razorbacks there. But
all right, let's go back to that San Diego thing.
yeah,
4-5. If you win the 4-5 game, how does he? I mean, what's the matchup after that?
he's got Arkansas and DC.
Got him going from San Diego to Washington D.C. to play Duke in the Sweet 16.
Yeah.
Well, I hope he's wrong. I hope he's wrong. And according to Bart, he will be. I'd like to go to Tampa and then like to Houston or something like that.
That'd be
that'd be
Who
cool.
do you think their first round matchup's going to be?
Who, Arkansas's?
Yeah.
If they're a 4, they'll play what, a 13? Yeah. See, it's not as easy as it sounds.
No, your 13s. I mean, look, you're going to be in like the Liberties of the world, the Utah Valleys of the world. Who else is in that
Liberties,
mix?
the Utah Valleys.
Potentially like a Hofstra if they
Hofstras.
make it. Maybe a High Point, but I
Point.
probably have High Point as
I
a
don't
12
know.
seed.
Really?
Any of those teams have really good bigs?
Not that I'm aware of. I don't think they have a Ruben Chinyelu, if that's what
Those
you're
are the
asking.
kind of teams that like whip it around and shoot threes on you, right?
They fire
Generally,
up a lot of threes.
Backdoor
yeah.
cuts.
Hey, I'll say this: Yale is not the high seed you want to see. Yale's
going to
not
be
the
a
one.
12 probably.
Yeah.
They'll put them in a 12-5 game,
Yeah.
wouldn't you think?
Yeah, I would. And depending on who the 5 seed is that Yale plays, I'll take Yale.
Really?
Yeah.
Bart's got Yale as a
I go
Cinderella.
chalk, man. I go chalk on my bracket. I do.
What's the fun in that?
Because that's how you win.
Yeah. Are you a long time bracket winner?
No. Well, actually, if you want to know the truth, I did post back to back to back. Now, granted, the people I was going up against, not exactly the most, basketball-minded folks. But
Those are the people that beat you.
The key in winning a bracket is find a group of people that just don't know anything. And go chalk. Go chalk.
Now-
because you're going to miss some upsets, but they're not going to get them. And at the end, when they've got like High Point in the Final Four, you're going to be sitting pretty.
Okay. Let's not get carried away.
Those are the people you want. You want those people in your bracket, though.
In case you're wondering, Jerry Palm has Arkansas as a 5 seed playing in Tampa against Yale.
The morning drive driven by
So I don't think we have to worry about that.
DSI, Distribution Solutions Incorporated. They provide safe, reliable, and continuous on-time service. They've expanded their customer base all over the country, driving for great companies like Tyson Foods and many, many others. But they're looking for drivers. And if you're looking for a great place to work, somebody that knows you by name, treats you like family, knows downtime's important, gives you days off, vacation time, great benefits, DSI. You see their trucks all over the place. Look around when you're on the highway. You'll see one when you're driving up and down 49 or across 40. DSI. DriveDSI.com. That's their website where you can get all the details.
Just get it together, people. You obviously are completely incompetent. I'm so sick of the morons, man.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
At First Security, banking isn't one size fits all. It's personal. When you walk in, call, or click, you're working with people who live here, know the community, and understand what you're trying to accomplish. Whether it's managing day-to-day spending or planning for something bigger, it's real support from real people who care enough to listen. Discover what better banking feels like. Bank better at First Security. Member FDIC.
Light by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Light by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Light by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
We talk a lot about Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, because our experience has been great. And Bo, you're going through it again right now.
For the second time. My son's a first-time home buyer. Him and his wife got a beautiful home. And for me, I just turned it over to them. They gave me a few things to sign, and it took all the work off my plate. And I just sit back and watch it happen.
That's what happens when you deal with a trained real estate professional. And that's what they are at Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company. They've been turning houses into homes since 1978, and you can log on to WeicherGriffin.com.
You know, fine jewelry is about more than just a beautiful piece. It's about the experience of finding it. I did that with Blakeman's. They are the official jeweler of the Arkansas Razorbacks. Blakeman's has been Northwest Arkansas's trusted destination for exceptional jewelry, providing our community with over 35 years of personalized service, world-class diamonds, and crafted custom pieces. Discover the difference of a true luxury experience at Blakeman's Fine Jewelry in Rogers. Blakeman's, where Arkansas gets engaged.
People were so excited about just our showing up when we said we were going to show up, calling them back. When we gave them a price, the price didn't change throughout the job. The price was what the price was. And so that experience that I've got in the years that I've been in customer service has taught me that if you could just keep your word, people will keep coming back.
It's what Clay Maxey and the people of Teamwork Roofing and Construction are all about. Learn more at teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality, powered by teamwork. When it comes to sports and work, we all understand preparation, performance, and recovery. And that's exactly how the Sweat No Edge works. I'm in the program myself. I've told you about it before. It's designed for men who want to stay competitive as they age, with hormone therapy for low testosterone, peptide therapy, metabolic testing, in-body scans, weight loss, and so much more. If you want to feel like you once did, get the free consultation. Log on to sweatnomcosmetic.com or just search the Sweat No Edge. This is not interesting. It's just interesting to us.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Paschal Air, Plumbing, and Electric is here to help you lighten the load. This new year, enjoy no payments and no interest on all home repairs and replacements. Whether it's fixing that stubborn plumbing issue, replacing an aging heating and air system, or upgrading your electrical, our Paschal pros are here to keep your home running smoothly and stress-free. Visit gopaschal.com today to schedule your service.
And Razorback fans, we've got exciting news. Paschal is now proud to be the official air, plumbing, and electric provider of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to jamesboyett.com.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You get it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com.
Distribution Solutions Incorporated began providing superior customer service back in 1997 based out of Harrison, Arkansas, and they're supporting our local communities today and always looking for professional OTR drivers. DSI knows drivers by name. They're about their people, and when you work with DSI, it feels more like a family than a job, and they know home time matters. If you're a driver, check out their website, drivedsi.com. All the benefits, all the vacation time, and that home time that matters.
Did you know you can listen to a podcast version of the show? The Chuck and Bo Show on Demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park and can be found every weekday on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you listen to your podcasts.
What does the future look like? What does this week look like? And can you get yourself out of bed and just get rolling this morning with a smile on your face? Can you stare adversity in the eye?
Boy, you're asking a lot over there, man. I mean, with every question you're posing, I'm like, I don't know if I can do that.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
We've sprung forward at 6:52, so it's going to be light longer at night in the evenings. Does that mean it's going to be dark longer in the mornings for
now?
a little
Yeah,
bit?
for now.
I just wanted to make sure I wasn't screwing it up.
Might be
I
a little
can't see.
dark at the bus stop.
Yeah, there's no sun poking through just yet.
But
so
the days
it's
are getting
a little
longer.
tougher to get up, a little tougher to go to bed early. You know, it kind of feels like, you know, you look up and it feels like 6 o'clock and it's 8 o'clock. You know, it gotta get adjusted.
I had to adjust yesterday, and I'm not really adjusted yet.
Do you like adjusting?
not particularly, no. But I do. You know, once you get through this week, I love the longer days. I mean, I do like that. I don't want to go back. I would like to adjust to this and never have to adjust again. But I don't know if I'm going to get my way on that.
That's going to happen.
No, I don't think so.
How'd the gymnastics thing go on Friday night?
Big crowd.
Set the SEC attendance record.
They did it.
Yeah, it didn't break the national record, but still had more than 15,000 people, I think.
That's incredible
for the meet, and performed well against number 1 Oklahoma. Obviously, Oklahoma won the meet, but you know, it was not some sort of like dominant victory. And gymnastics is a little different in terms of like wins and losses and everything.
You go for the event.
That doesn't really matter. It's the score that matters.
Are we concerned with Arkansas baseball?
Got to hit.
They've had a little bit of that. They've had a little bit of fielding. They definitely are figuring it out a little bit.
They've done things that have been, I would say, uncharacteristic of Arkansas baseball teams the past couple of years.
They've pitched really well. They don't have the luxury of kicking it around. They've got to make every play right now. They got a couple of spots in the lineup that, you know, they're holes right now. It doesn't mean they will be all year, but they're holes right now. But the biggest thing with this team, while scuffle's not necessarily the right word, but when they have days like yesterday where they don't hit a ball hard, they've got to do everything else right. Fisher was okay yesterday, not great, not as good as he's been, okay. But now he pitched well enough to win the game. You know, not enough to maybe be pitcher of the week, but well enough to win the game. But you got to make plays and got to hit a little bit.
Yeah, I think if you're in the third game of a series against Stetson and you're a Razorback fan and you look at the box score and you're like, man, we lost 4-1. Why didn't we score more runs? Is probably your first question.
No question. Absolutely.
It's Monday. We're reacting to the weekend. 6:55. Good morning.
Want to make this St. Patrick's Day one you'll never forget? G&G Insurance is giving you the chance to throw out the first pitch at the Razorback game on March 17th. Skip the parade and head to the mound at Baum Walker. Just visit ggfirstpitch.com, get a free fast insurance quote, and you are automatically entered to win. Support the local guys who love the Hogs as much as we do and see how much you could save on your home and auto. That's ggfirstpitch.com. Get your quote, grab your glove, and let's go Hogs.
Paschal Air, Plumbing, and Electric is here to help you lighten the load. This new year, enjoy no payments and no interest on all home repairs and replacements. Whether it's fixing that stubborn plumbing issue, replacing an aging heating and air system, or upgrading your electrical, our Paschal pros are here to keep your home running smoothly and stress-free. Visit gopaschal.com today to schedule your service.
And Razorback fans, we've got exciting news. Paschal is now proud to be the official air, plumbing, and electric provider of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
With Arkansas baseball, softball, and basketball seasons in full swing, there's no better place to catch all the action than Walk-On Sports Bistro. With more than 60 TVs at every location, you won't miss a single play. Enjoy mouth-watering Louisiana favorites like po' boys and gumbo, plus the best burgers, draft beers, and cocktails that keep fans coming back. It's incredible food and a game day atmosphere like none other. With 5 locations across Arkansas, it's Walk-On Sports Bistro. We live for this.
Hey folks, Chuck Barrett here, the voice of the Razorback. And if you're ready for freedom from glasses or contacts, there's only one name you need to know: McDonald Eye Associates. Whether it's LASIK, clear lens exchange, or advanced cataract surgery, they've got the solution to help you see your best, no matter your age. Doctors Betts and Mengarelli are the real deal, 2 of the most experienced surgeons anywhere. They've even taken care of my eyes. And now I'm seeing the basketball court crystal clear. I'm so glad I chose McDonald Eye. And you will be too.
Yeah, see, this is what Chuck and Bo show is.
Some
You
moments
just
call
show up and
for
have
more
coffee.
than just a win.
The Chuck
They
and Bo
call
Show.
for unforgettable. At Blakeman's, you're not just buying a diamond. You're creating an experience that starts the moment you walk through the door. Their newly remodeled space is absolutely stunning, and Cafe B has a personal touch you won't find anywhere else. Their in-house diamond expert makes it easy to find the perfect piece for any occasion, and that purple bag, still undefeated when it comes to saving the day. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. It's more than jewelry. It's your story.
Buying or selling a home's a big deal, and you want someone who is with you every step of the way. That's why those of us at the Chuck and Bo Show wholeheartedly recommend Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, because we've experienced it. They've been my partners for life. They're Bo's partner now, and I promise you, when you become involved with Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, they'll become your partners for life too. They've been turning houses into homes since 1978, and you can always log on and check out their selection at WeicherGriffin.com.
At First Security Bank, banking isn't one size fits all. It's personal because everyone's financial journey looks a little different. From managing day-to-day spending, running a small business, to helping your kids learn more smart money habits, or taking that big step toward buying a home. At First Security, you get the services you expect, the technology you need, and the real support of local people who live here, know the community, and take the time to understand what you're trying to accomplish. Life moves fast, and having a bank that moves with you makes a difference. Whether you prefer stopping by a branch, banking on the app, or picking up the phone to talk with someone who actually knows your name, First Security is there. They offer smart tools like mobile banking, bill pay, and mobile check deposit, along with thoughtful solutions like flex banking for kids, checking built for small businesses, and local mortgage lenders who guide you through the home buying process. Choose the power of personal. Bank better at First Security. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Previously heard on the Chuck and Bo Show.
Kim Mulkey walks into your home wearing what she had on last night. You say, is this a game?
No. What would you do, Bart?
Bart leaves the room. She chases him.
God almighty.
Jason Bart around
Making
the house, dressed up
weird
like a cat.
tiger sound.
Yeah. What would you do, Bart?
I have a baseball bat. It would come into handy.
There's Kim Mulkey chasing Bart around.
Oh, that would be awesome.
And he's the one with the baseball bat.
No, there would be no chase. No. There would be no chase. There would be no
Pinned
chase.
up against the corner.
I've got it.
No.
If you're not for Kim Mulkey, maybe we can find somebody that is.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you, Pete Weber. Pete Weber, 14 years ago yesterday, won the 2012 U.S. Open of bowling and was very, very impressed with himself. Remember this?
Strike to claim it. A strike to claim it.
It's the only time we paid attention to bowling.
Who do you think you are?
I am. Pete Weber.
Oh, yeah.
You think he'd be a
Power
good match
couple.
for Kim Mulkey?
Yes,
Power couple?
Power couple. Pete Weber, Kim Mulkey.
You got competition, Bart.
Yeah.
No, he's free. He's free to
I don't think I'm going to be able to get that image out of my mind all day. Kim Mulkey chasing Bart around the house. Oh, my God. That is brutal. Stomach turning.
The Chuck and Bo Show on demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Catch up on all 3 hours with the podcast version on Spotify and Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
The judge in Alabama deserves a medal for stepping up, saying, you know what, this isn't right. This isn't right. We can't do it. Greg Sankey stepping in to say, look, the other 3 commissioners or 4 of them should get together and start making statements when these cases come up. Because you can't have a guy that's on his 2nd marriage with 3 kids playing against an 18-year-old.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I would resist the urge to drink this morning.
Stop. I'm done.
You said a lot of good things there.
Well, I don't know if I said one good thing.
I met a guy last night, man, y'all to death, Jeff.
You mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The show of record for Razorback fans.
I'm at my Sunday school, and first thing he says when we hop in the car, he says, let's turn on the Chuck and Bo Show.
It's too early for this kind of conversation. I'm still half asleep.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
Wagner into the front court, works on Stone. Brazil off a screen, right side, 3-pointer good. Trevin Brazil gives Arkansas an 84-82 lead. 35 seconds to go, 19 for Trevin.
Huge 3 for Brazil. 38 seconds left there in overtime. Arkansas ends up beating Mizzou on the road without Darius Acuff in overtime.
And that was a great game. I mean, forget about the fact that Acuff played or didn't play. I mean, that was a great game. It was a full house Saturday afternoon. That really was it was a big win, good scene, and the kind of game that, you're going to look back on and you'll realize a little bit later, maybe you'll watch something a little more impressive than it seemed like at the time.
Let's bring in our buddy, Hall of Famer Clay Henry, WholeHogSports.com. You hear him on this radio station all the time, wherever you're catching us now. Clay, good morning.
Clay.
Morning. How are y'all?
Hey.
I agree.
Oh, yeah.
It was a fun game. It was somewhat surprising because you thought, that you might have the SEC Player of the Year sitting over there in sweats. You'd think it, take them down a tick or 2, right?
Well, they did a little bit, but they still competed, and they
got players.
That's just it. They got players.
Yeah, and Seeley, I think he struggled a little bit, but he made a couple of plays in the second half, and that might have been all they needed, just a play or 2 from him. But for Trevin to hit that shot against that team on that court in that particular setting, his last regular season game on the road, and that was a dagger, but I think Ewan's 3 was a dagger too.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, yeah. How about TB, though, with the 19-9? That's a great performance.
Yeah.
You had to have it.
Just by the way, they have taken 1 basket away from Brazil.
That was my next thing. They gave it to Thomas, right?
Yeah, they
So
gave
he
it to
gets 30.
Thomas. So Thomas finishes officially with 30. They gave a basket to Brazil at about the 6-minute mark of the first half that should have gone to Thomas. And so Thomas has 30. But still.
So change the box score.
Change the box
19
score.
to 17.
17 and 9 for Brazil, which is still a heck of a day.
Yeah.
Still a heck of a day.
But it kind of gives another note. I don't know that this has ever happened. 2 freshmen in the same season go for 30 on the road. Never happened, I don't think.
Acuff and Thomas?
Scotty did it at Arizona. I remember that.
Well, no, but I'm talking about 2 different guys.
No, I understand, but I don't recall Corliss and Scotty doing it together.
No, I don't. Corliss, Corliss's freshman year,
he was hurt.
The first 9 games with the stress fracture, and just was kind of getting going good by the time they got to the tournament.
Right.
And conditioning was a factor for him. The stress fracture, man, you can't do nothing. Anyway, that was it was quite a game, and there is a little bit of a rivalry. Basketball, kind of going back to, when Mike left them, and came to Arkansas, Mike Anderson. They've since got excited. At least their basketball fans seem to. And this is a good Missouri team. And they were playing good. They were on point. Probably thought they had, the better team with Acuff out. I mean, hey, Mitchell's a load. He is a load. He's as smooth and polished of a big man as you're going to see.
People forget he played for that Duke team that came in here.
I don't forget. Yeah.
I mean, he's good. You're right.
Ultra talented. Was a good high school player, coveted. So yeah, it's fun, and I've liked watching this team. And the wow factor. It's like, man, I don't get too excited over much. I mean, it's like, man, I catch a 28-inch brown trout, man. I'm high fiving everybody, and and it's like, man, this is what I get up hoping to do each day anymore. It used to be golf, and golf's just not. I went and hit balls twice in the last 5 days, and I like it. It's fun. But golf's when I can't fish.
But you got excited during the game? Is that what you're saying? Like you high-five Gene?
Over
Is that what happened?
Over. Yeah. No, I'm not saying just for this game. I was going to say for, like, I don't know how many games. I haven't seen them all. There's times that I'm driving, so it's really a bad night. I got to listen to you.
I know, that is terrible.
I'm joking. I'm just fine listening to you. But what I'm getting at, 25 or 30 times I've watched them. In every one of those games, there's at least 8 to 10 times I go, wow. That's elite talent making that play. And I like the coach too. And I'll be honest. I thought he was the villain before he came here. And now I can't wait till like 30 minutes after the game when I can punch up, the press conference and watch him and explain. And I don't even think you got to ask any questions. You can. But he just lays it out there, and he'll tell you stuff that, that most coaches don't talk about, like calling a guy to his bedroom, late at night because I just got to tell him something. And then he tells you what he told him. Most coaches will never tell you that. And, I can see how John Tyson liked him because it's, his leadership skills are ever present. And, and you know what? The baseball coach, Dave Van Horn's just like that. He is a lot like that. He might be a little more reserved, but he tells you the inside stuff. Like, I told this guy this, or this guy needs to do that. And we heard some of that after the game yesterday. And it's he doesn't do it in a demeaning manner, but he'll say that guy. He talked about his young shortstop, freshman, and he didn't say let him have it, but he told him what he's doing and why it's not working. And man, if somebody hangs a 0-2 pitch, man, he gonna talk about it in the press conference. He did yesterday. It's like 0-2, you bury it, baby. You don't hang it. But I'm sure the guy was trying to bury it. Mistake's a mistake.
Yeah, a lot there. And we went to baseball, which let's go there real quick. What'd you think watching the series? I think a lot of Razorback fans are a little concerned because they're so used to being so good, and they you look at any sign of it not being that good, and you wonder, okay, what does this mean?
Well, the first thing that I'll say is that I think the teams they've lost to, in every case, they had a really good pitcher that that they could put out there. And that's important because you're going to face really good pitchers. So they've got to, they got to see that. that submariner, when he came in, I knew they were going to hit some ground balls because, you just don't see that anymore. And submarines, sidearm, sliders, I go back to Philip Stidham a long time ago, and he threw that and nobody ever hit it. In college, you just don't see it. It's high, hard stuff now, and that's what they'll see against Mississippi State, in sliders. They got a bigger shortstop out, and I'm not sure, they can. And so that will be an issue. But I haven't known too many times that Dave Van Horn hasn't figured out shortstop. I'm sure he's got plan B and plan C in his mind and trying to let this freshman work through it, and he might. But, it's one thing to not hit. It's another thing to make errors and not hit. He won't be on the field eventually. And that would be problem number one. And then you kind of go around. It's like he still hadn't got Dossett going. I think he was okay this weekend, but I'm not sure he was great. And they thought he was great. They thought he might be a first rounder the way he's pitched in the fall and in some scrimmages. But he hadn't done that in games. And they've got 5 or 6 hitters that hadn't really, hit the start button. That's too many. And, some of the older players eventually won't be on the field. You can tell he's trying to get, is it Rudebaker? I'm not sure I can say his name right. Chuck, you called a game, but he's a freshman catcher. And they're going to play him in the field, but he's a left-handed bat. Other than Kozel, their left-handed bats haven't got going. Stewart maybe of late. By the way, I did a column with him last week. Oh, what a neat kid. He got the same personality as Kozel. That's a mouthful. And love him. And that's going to be a big piece going forward. He didn't play yesterday because of a slight groin pull, and I doubt he plays today. They're going to try to get him ready for Mississippi State. Is that enough baseball for you?
It's good look at it. I appreciate the insight because I think people are wondering today just where we are. And
Clay,
it ain't great. Yeah. It ain't great.
Clay, let me throw this out here at you. When I watch some of these guys with a baseball team, the standard is so high around here. The expectations are that you win every game, particularly every home game. And when you don't, people want to know what's wrong with you. My sense with a lot of these guys is they are pressing. I'll draw a basketball analogy when Cal says just go out there and play. When I watch these guys play right now, whether it's 2 or 3 hitters at the plate, whether it's the young shortstop that he's got out there in the field right now, they're pressing, they're not relaxing, they're thinking. They're doing all the things that mess you up. You just got to go out there and play. And I've got to believe, and I may be wrong, but I've got to believe a month from now, when everything settles, we're going to begin to see how good this team is. It may be a month from now, and I'm not really worried about that part. I think they've got good players. I think they're trying to meet a standard right now, and they've just got problems between the ears. That's my take from afar. I'm not as close to it as others.
Yeah, Chuck, there's this old guy. I can't remember his name. Last name's Barrett. Can't remember his first name. He told me about 35 years ago that baseball is a marathon, not a sprint. Who was that guy?
First
that told
name,
me that?
Charles.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
It is. It's a long road,
that guy
man.
had a little hair above his ears then. I don't think he does that anymore.
I'm glad you let that go.
Just, you're so right. And we forget it.
That's back
and
when
we
Clay
forget
was
it,
interesting.
and we forget it. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
It is. All right. Well, there's a look at it.
No,
You
right.
think this basketball tournament or team can win the tournament, the SEC tournament?
I don't know if they want to. We'll see.
Well, that's a question that people have. People
That's
have
when you win it. It's when you just go play. That's when you win it.
They just went and played Saturday. That's what they did.
Just go play, man. I mean, when you've got better players than the other guys, let's go play.
they get it at halftime and they're still playing, they can win it Sunday.
I
They get
agree.
that
I
halftime
agree.
Sunday.
I agree.
That's when you think, hey, they may win this. But it's it's kind of like going to Hoover. Let's get some time in with Sealy. Let's see if we find one more guy because you're going to need him. And
Yeah, free games to go to the SEC tournament.
Keep bringing Ewan along.
Keep your edge. Keep the winning
That's
edge.
a big
Enjoy
one.
it. This is a fun team. Enjoy it, man.
No, you're right.
Clay, have a great Razorback Monday.
Okay.
Thank you, Clay.
All right, man. Thank you. Clay Henry, Hall of Famer, wholehogsports.com. You can read everything you want there. Somebody called into one of the shows he was on the other day. I forget what it was about. And he'd written a column. And he goes, look, there's 2,000 words in the column. Everything you want is right there. You're not going to miss a detail with Clay. It'll all be right there. It's like working with Weichert.
It is.
When you sell a house like I am right now, all the details are done up front. You get it on the market. 6 minutes later, I got a showing, under contract.
It's the prep work.
Bang.
And it's really all the things that you just take for granted. Well, somebody's going to do this. Well, yeah, they are. I mean, somebody's going to pick up the ball.
You got to be able to trust it.
Yeah, and Weichert Realtors, the Griffin Company, will do that. When they say we've got all that taken care of, they've actually got it all taken care of. Some people tell you that and think, oh, I forgot to do that. But they're not like that at all. This is why they've been around for as long as they have, and it's why they keep doing what they're doing. It's why, when you got ready to list your house, you called them and bang, as we say, it was sold. And that's how it works. And if you're looking for a home, don't feel like that, the first one they show you, they're going to say, well, you got to get this one. They want to make sure you find what you want because that's part of the process too. And they understand that. And, again, that is one of the things that separates them. The fact they've been doing this since 1978 tells you they know the market. Washington and Benton counties, Fort Smith, Branson. You can log on to WeichertGriffin.com.
Derek, you're on the Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning.
How about them Hogs, gentlemen?
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You got it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com. We talk a lot about Weichert Realtors, the Griffin Company, because our experience has been great. And, Bo, you're going through it again right now.
For the second time. My son's a first-time home buyer. Him and his wife got a beautiful home. And for me, I just turned it over to them. They gave me a few things to sign, and it took all the work off my plate. And I just sit back and watch it happen.
That's what happens when you deal with a trained real estate professional. And that's what they are at Weichert Realtors, the Griffin Company. They've been turning houses into homes since 1978, and you can log on to WeichertGriffin.com. At First Security, banking isn't one size fits all. It's personal. When you walk in, call, or click, you're working with people who live here, know the community, and understand what you're trying to accomplish. Whether it's managing day-to-day spending or planning for something bigger, it's real support from real people who care enough to listen. Discover what better banking feels like. Bank better at First Security. Member FDIC.
Fine jewelry is about more than just a beautiful piece. It's about the experience of finding it. I did that with Blakeman's. They are the official jeweler of the Arkansas Razorbacks. Blakeman's has been Northwest Arkansas's trusted destination for exceptional jewelry, providing our community with over 35 years of personalized service, world-class diamonds, and crafted custom pieces. Discover the difference of a true luxury experience at Blakeman's Fine Jewelry in Rogers. Blakeman's, where Arkansas gets engaged.
He's Chuck Barrett. He's Bo Mattingly.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Cutting corners is generally a bad idea. And when it comes to roofing, it's real bad. That's why Teamwork Roofing and Construction uses only the best materials, like Malarkey shingles, which perform better, protect longer, and are more sustainable. Residential or commercial. Got a complicated job? They've got the certified crews ready to deliver on time and on budget. You need a roof that's built on quality and powered by Teamwork. Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Log on to teamworkbuilt.com and get a quote today. That's teamworkbuilt.com. All right, it's officially tax season, and your local H&R Block is ready to knock it out with you. You can just walk in or grab an appointment, and you're getting 100% accuracy in your max refund or your money back. That's real people right here in your neighborhood, helping you get it done the right way. Not just now, but year-round. H&R Block. Walk in or book an appointment today. If you haven't tried a flight by Yuengling, you're missing out on the great taste of Yuengling that is a light beer. It's the next generation of light beer. Get it on draft, in the can, the new skinny cans, and now the new 16-ounce resealable twist-off aluminum bottle. Perfect for any occasion. It's just 95 calories, and you're still enjoying a Yuengling. Take your beer game to new heights with Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer.
High school sports in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley have never had a bigger stage. I'm Melissa Orange, host of the Varsity Vibe podcast, and every week we'll be bringing you the stories, highlights, and moments that matter most to our communities. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe to our newsletter, check out the Varsity Vibe podcast, and follow us on social media for the latest scores and spotlight features. Get it all at varsityvibearkansas.com.
Did you know you can listen to a podcast version of the Chuck and Bo Show on demand? It's driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park and can be found every weekday on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
That's why I came here, because you can do special things. Coach Sutton did it. Coach Richardson did it. Now let's see if we can do it.
The Chuck and Bo
Let's
Show.
talk about the SEC tournament for a second from this regard. Does Arkansas go try to win the tournament? Do they play Acuff? I think they will. I think they try to win the tournament, but I've heard people ask this question, like, why play him? 877-377-6963. Anywhere you want to go, it's a Reaction Monday. You're welcome to hop on. We can talk about the Hogs and their chances in this upcoming tournament, the NCAA tournament, the season they've had. I mean, if you're not enjoying it, I don't know what to tell you. It's been a heck of an entertaining year. The regular season, full of highlights. 2 different freshmen go for 30 in a game on the road. Don't think that's happened before. And
You've got the player of the year. You've got the player of the year
on your team. That's right. And then you got guys like Brazil and Billy Richmond, and DJ Wagner has really stepped up. And then you've got Malik Ewan, who was big at the end of the game. By the way, Cal talking about Ewan and challenging him before the game.
I called him in my room last night. I was going to bed, and I said, I got to call him. And I'll be honest with you, I did it as much for me as for him. I just want to make sure I'm doing everything within my power to help him. And I said, I'm not giving up on you. And I said, but I can't do it for you. And I want to tell you a story about a kid, Chris Wilcox. You're all too young in this room to know even who I'm talking about. Played in Maryland. Did not play his freshman year hardly at all. Matter of fact, his sophomore year, halfway through the year, he wasn't starting and wasn't playing that much. But he had a game like Malik just had. And Maryland went on a run. You ready? And they won the national title. And he was a first-round draft pick and had a long career. I mean, I said, that could be you, but you got to go and get by stuff, play with unbelievable energy, take what you... And I told him, I said, I've had guys... They say Darius Acuff, never knew he was that good. Malik Thomas, never knew he was that good. Never knew Trevant was that good. TB. Never knew Billy Goat was that good. I never knew he was this good. I said, I want him saying it about you. That's what moves me as a coach. Never knew he was that good. You can be that guy, but I can't do it for you. So that's the talk we had last night. And we need him to be that guy.
Well, whatever he said seemed to work. I'll tell you who Cal reminds me of. And you got to go back, and not everybody's as familiar with this coach as maybe they are some of the others. Skip Bertman at LSU, back in the day when they were just killing everybody in baseball. He was the first one that I mean, he used video, and I'm talking about he'd do these corny things. Yeah, he'd like show all these video cut-ups of, players at their best. He's that type guy, and I'm not saying that's, they're the only coaches that have ever done that, but that's who Cal reminds me of in the way that he handles players and the way that he motivates players. I have always believed, there's got to be something visual involved. You got to show a kid at his best. That's you. That's you. And Cal does that a lot. Ewan's one of those guys that it works with. Now, I don't think he's got to call Darius Acuff up to his room and say, hey, watch this, man. Look how good you were this night. This is who I want you to be every time out. But some players you do have to do that with. And that's what makes a great coach, knowing who and when and what buttons and when to do it. And obviously he picked the right time with Malik Ewan. But that's as much coaching as having that dry eraser board up or going through a walkthrough before you go to the arena. There's the psychology of coaching, the psychology of leading people. The ones that master that are the ones that seem to win more than the others.
That's how you get to 900 wins.
Well, that's right.
Congratulations
that
to
is.
Coach Cal for getting 900. And I it's hard to say that somebody doesn't get the credit they deserve when they're in the Hall of Fame, but I don't think he gets the credit he deserves for the way he coaches. I think he gets the credit for recruiting and getting great players, but I don't think he gets the credit for getting the greatness out of the players the way that he maybe could. And when you see this up close,
I agree with that.
And I think it's one of the reasons those guys come back after they've made, $6 billion in the NBA, why they come back and why they still have a relationship with Cal, because they appreciate what he helped get out of them.
Well, and he takes all the heat off of them, too. He's the master of that. A lot of this post-game stuff where he filibusters, he's doing that so he doesn't have to talk about, a player that messed up, or why didn't this guy do this, or why didn't this guy do that.
He talks about what he wants to talk about.
Yeah, and he is a master at taking the heat off his players. They don't take heat. He does. How many people at Kentucky, we talk about the Kentucky fans, last 4 or 5 years, however long it's been, they gripe about, we didn't win in the postseason. We lost in this round. They don't ever cite a player. They never blame it on a player. They blame it on Cal. That's what a leader does. A leader takes all the blame when things go wrong. And that's what he has done. And they've not gone wrong very often. A leader also, talks about the players the way he does in the glowing terms. And I understand why the players swear by him. I do. Sometimes we hear the term players coach, and we think, well, that means he just lets them do whatever they want. That's not the case here at all. There is a high level of accountability. But then when it's game time, he says, just go play.
Coming up, we'll get into the SEC tournament, what we think of Arkansas, how they should handle it, or what you think as a fan about maybe how they should handle it. How they handle you at Teamwork Roofing and Construction is kind of like we were talking about with Cal and players. They communicate. They talk to you about the job, what it's going to take to do it really well and make it sustainable, something you can be proud of, something they can feel good about having done for you. Because when you sign up to do something with Teamwork Roofing and Construction and now cabinets, you're going to get a job that you could be counting on and depending on from the very beginning to the very end. You're going to get exactly what you thought you were going to get. The budget won't change. The timeline won't change. On time, on budget, something they live by. And they've got licensed crews, certified materials for everything it is that they're working in. Teamworkbuilt.com is their website. Check it out today. People you can count on, built on quality, powered by Teamwork, Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Hey, by the way, listen to this coming up here in a second. If you've ever wanted to throw out a first pitch in a Razorback baseball game, you've got a chance.
The coffee tastes better, the tobacco tastes sweeter, and it's all because of y'all.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Want to make this St. Patrick's Day one you'll never forget? G&G Insurance is giving you the chance to throw out the first pitch at the Razorback game on March 17th. Skip the parade and head to the mound at Baum Walker. Just visit ggfirstpitch.com, get a free fast insurance quote, and you are automatically entered to win. Support the local guys who love the Hogs as much as we do and see how much you could save on your home and auto. That's ggfirstpitch.com. Get your quote, grab your glove, and let's go Hogs.
Are you looking for tough, reliable equipment from people you can trust? WT Equipment is your local family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas. And yep, they're big-time Hog fans too. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, Steel, and more. They carry the brands you know and trust to get the job done. Whether it's equipment or implements, WT Equipment has the tools you need, including a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment today.
Chuck, you've been around a while, and look, I don't mean that ugly, and Bo, you've been around not as long as Chuck.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
One of my things right now, why am I still going? I can't leave this profession like it is and then walk away because my son's in this profession. There are young coaches in this profession. And so I'm looking at this saying, we got to be part of this solution before we walk away from this. And that's part of my purpose now. Why is he speaking out about this? I want the kids to make money. I always have. I've been one of those coaches that said they should have a right to their name, image, and likeness. It's theirs. They should be able to sell them. Because we wouldn't respond that way, because of the arrogance, because of the way where you're worried about the organization instead of the kids, we're where we are right now. Now, free agency, NIL, tampering, offering, all this stuff, instead of you come with me because I can make a difference in your life. We can work together. I'm not telling you I have a magic wand, but what I'm telling you is these kids, look what they've done, where they've gone, and they were sitting where you were. So we have a history of doing it, but I can't do it for you. But I've always been about the kids getting money. I've been that way. But now where we are, no guardrails, no rules. They'll make rules to certain people now. We'll go back to, things. They're paying a quarterback $6-7 million. How? I mean, I don't understand under what we're doing how you do that. I don't care that they do it, but just explain to us how we're to do this.
When you're looking for tough, reliable equipment for people you trust, WT Equipment delivers. WT Equipment is a local, family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas, and they've built their reputation by carrying the brands you know and depend on. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, and Steel, they have the equipment and implements to get the job done right. Whether you're tackling a big job or everyday work, WT Equipment offers a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance, including compact track loaders, skid steers, excavators, and more. Their lots are packed and ready to move with special deals you don't want to miss. Bobcat is the industry leader, tough, reliable, and built to handle any job you throw at. Nobody does light construction or hay and forage better than WT Equipment. Backed by trusted service and support long after the sale. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment location today or log on to WTEquip.com. Tools you trust and people you know.
You know, Oaklawn and Hot Springs is where excitement, luxury, and nonstop action come together, all in one unforgettable destination. The Oaklawn Casino Resort features a 24/7 smoke-free casino with more than 1,500 slot machines, plus blackjack, craps, roulette, along with great dining, live entertainment, and energy that goes all night. When it comes time to relax, check into the luxury hotel, enjoy award-winning restaurants like the Bugler, and unwind at the Astral Spa. Our Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa. And it's the perfect escape with Hot Springs National Park and beautiful scenic lakes just minutes away. And for sports fans, Oaklawn Sportsbook keeps the action going year-round. Bet on football, basketball, baseball, golf, and more. Even international sports with easy deposits and withdrawals all through America's best sports betting app. Oaklawn is your Hot Springs escape. Plan your visit today at oaklawn.com.
Never miss a moment of the Chuck and Bo Show on demand, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Watch us on YouTube, Twitter, every weekday, or stream the podcast version of the show on Spotify or Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
Tell you one thing, but listen, what a great show. The best sports show in the state is no doubt the Chuck and Bo Show. No doubt about it.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
We had a texter point out the miracle of miracles Saturday that Arkansas won a game with Doug Shows as the crew chief. And I was also asked, when you say his name, do you think of Bart? And, of course, the answer is yes. I mean, the answer is yes, absolutely.
Chuck and Bo on demand, including all of Bart's takes. He has had barrels removed from College Avenue. He's had the mayor's office. He's had calls, takes, opinions, locks. If you miss anything from Bart, you're like, hey, what did Bart rail on today? Chuck and Bo on demand, wherever you get podcast or YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Chuck and Bo, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park.
Driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park, and right now Fayetteville Auto Park's got it going on. I mean, Honda, Acura, Chevy, Toyota, pre-owned. They've got it all. But it's what they do when it's over. And you've heard me say this, and it's true. The service that you get after the sale, the loaners, the fact that, you do get a good deal, but then they don't forget about you the minute you drive away. That's how you stay in business as long as they have. And they do have an unmatched selection, and that's important when you go buy an automobile. And you can check it out at FayettevilleAutoPark.com.
So, Bart, any thoughts today on you turn on the television, there's Doug Shows, and Arkansas wins in overtime?
Yeah, I wasn't. I mean, look,
I did think about it.
I was not thrilled to see that old Doug was on the call. I thought he, had kind of a typical Doug Shows game. I just thought Arkansas was able to overcome it.
Now, contrast that game with the game where Joe Lindsey was the crew chief.
Yeah.
And tell me who the better ref is.
Well, I think they're both bad.
Well,
I mean,
all right,
I think they're both bad.
Who's the lesser
well, then among two bad
bad
ones, who called the best game? I'm not taking up for Shows. I'm just saying that.
Lindsey,
I will. Somebody has to.
No,
Doug's a Final Four official.
No, he's not.
He'll be at every game in the SEC tournament.
He will look.
He'll officiate the championship game.
He gets big assignments. That does not mean he's good enough to have those assignments. He just gets them.
He misses calls just like the rest of them do, but I think he manages the game better than a lot of them. And I do draw a contrast to the game where Lindsey was the crew chief. No comparison in the management of that game.
Look, Lindsey's a bozo. And he gets emotionally involved in the games. But Doug can do that too. Doug will insert himself into the middle of a game. He did it, I thought, on Saturday. I will say this about Doug. There is nobody better at blowing the whistle from out of position to see a call than Doug Shows.
Yeah, there are. They're in high school.
Well, sure, that's high school. I'm
I saw it on
speaking
Saturday
about the collegiate level. Doug Shows blows his whistle from out of position. What I mean by that is there is no way he can see any sort of contact.
Others cannot. He can see things.
He's a Final Four ref. He's got extra.
He's got to take charge. He's got to take charge. Yeah, there's people that have to take charge. He's one of them. But get ready, Bart. He'll be all over the SEC tournament.
Oh, I'm sure he will be, and that'll be unfortunate. But
opinion. Can I ask an opinion of yours?
Sure.
Chevy of Fayetteville Situation Room. You'll find Chevy of Fayetteville inside the Fayetteville Auto Park. Bart, tell me this. If you're John Calipari, a Hall of Fame coach,
win it,
and you have 900 wins, do you try to get 3 more at the SEC tournament, or do you rest Darius Acuff some more? Do you play him sparingly? Do you just take free shots here, or do you go in like, hey, we want to come home with a trophy?
Yes. When's the last time Arkansas got a trophy?
Well, in basketball, for winning that tournament, it's been 26 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
What about any other basketball trophies?
It's been a long time, excluding like I don't know, some like silly season non-conference tournament that they give you a trophy for or something like that. Like, it's been a long time. 2000's probably the last one.
You better not lose your edge this week.
Yeah.
You can mess around and
win it.
If you're not careful, it becomes like the football equivalent of the prevent defense. You can be so careful that when the big tournament begins, you've lost your edge. So
Cal likes to win this thing too. Cal goes there to win the SEC tournament.
I think it ripped Cal's guts out. I think it ripped Acuff's guts out, both of them, for him not to play Saturday. I think it was the hardest thing that either one of them have done in a minute. A decision they were in control of, the two of them.
But you sure feel good that you won the game.
And I think that you kind of feel like got away with that when we don't want to do that anymore. But I thought it was the right move, and I thought it was the right time to make the move.
Absolutely.
I think you make the move then. You don't make it now. Like, that's behind you now. You made that move, and you made it strategically with that whole week ahead of you, knowing you had this whole week ahead of you. And so let's take it from Wednesday's game all the way to Friday's game, and I'm sure he's probably practicing, and it's not like he's sitting around doing it, nothing, but he didn't have to play the stress of a game. And that's the best chance for him to get right. And if he ain't going to get right in that, 10 days or whatever it's going to be, it's not going to matter taking another 2 or 3. Then it's going to be, I've been 2 weeks since he played. Then you worry about all that and the impact of that.
Basketball players need to play, right? Assuming they can play, they need to play.
They're used to playing.
Right.
They come up playing tournaments where you're playing day after day after day.
You got to play. And I would, look, Cal's going to try to win the SEC tournament because that's what he does, right? It's a tournament. It's a trophy on the line. He's going to try to win the thing.
I also think a lot of Kentucky's success in this tournament has been because they've had the attitude of let's go play. Let's just go play.
Yeah.
Everybody's, people say it doesn't matter. Let's go play. Let's just see what happens. I think that's going to be the approach this week.
I won't say Cal doesn't care about winning the SEC tournament, but it's not. He doesn't prioritize it, but he does what Chuck says. Like, let's just go play. If we lose, whatever. We're going to go play in the NCAA tournament. But let's go play. Not we're going to go win the thing. Let's just go play.
If they play Alabama in the semifinals on Saturday, all he's got to do is walk in and say, let's go play. I mean, you don't have to say anything else.
That's right.
I mean, are you kidding me?
That's right.
That's
if that's not motivation, then nothing is.
And the same thing for Florida on Sunday. You walk in and say, guys, let's go play. And you don't need to say anything else.
Two teams they'd love to have back.
Absolutely. Yeah, you'd love to replay those games and try to keep Acuff off the floor of those games. Go ahead. I mean, give me a break.
You're making me want to go to the SEC tournament so badly.
Well, look, there have been some years we've gone over there, and I packed one jacket. I mean, Mike Anderson used to say I packed 4 suits, and I just, I can remember thinking there's no sense taking a suitcase that big because we ain't going to be there. But you look at it now, and there's, hey, let's take a bunch of clothes. Let's stay for a while.
I want that segment. Things that you've thought in the past that you can now say. I want that segment from you.
I didn't take as big a suitcase maybe in those days as I'm going to take
Things
now.
you wouldn't have said out loud then, but you could say now.
That's right.
Well, if they win, they're going to get some hardware. And when it comes to hardware, what is it about that you love? It marks a moment, right? An occasion. And you go look at that. It's a memory. Well, you can do that with jewelry at Blakeman's because it's way more than jewelry. It's about a piece that marks your journey and tells your story. And that's what they're about. They've been doing it for 35 years, helping all of Arkansas get engaged. But really, so much more than that. Mother's Day is coming up. That's an occasion, anniversaries, whatever it might be. When you go to Blakeman's, you know you're getting quality. You know you're getting the best kind of people, customer service, and they'll be friends for a lifetime. after you've been in there and gone through this process with them. What a great shopping experience, too. If you haven't been in their new facility, their new store, it's incredible. The Onyx Coffee Lab, Cafe B, the private showing rooms, get you a glass of Prosecco, shop, just enjoy it. It'll be an experience that you will enjoy, and you'll walk out of there with a purple bag knowing you had the confidence. You've got the confidence that it was a job well done, something you did right, something you can be proud of. 7:45. What are you proud of today?
I'll tell you what I read, and you guys know I read things normal people don't read. I go to the depths for this show.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Oaklawn is your hot springs escape. Enjoy plush comfort, upscale dining, and Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa at our luxury hotel. With easy access to Hot Springs National Park and sparkling lakes, Oaklawn is your home base for everything the region has to offer. Come stay, play, and get away at Oaklawn, a Forbes Travel Guide recommended hotel. Make your reservation at oaklawn.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Customer service is a buzzword. People just throw it out there. What is it to you? Showing up when you say you're going to show up, returning phone calls, providing the service that you promised to provide. Because, I mean, if we're all asking to get paid for what we're doing, we need to do what we're getting paid for. And do it with a good attitude and being responsible, not only responsible to show up, but responsible to the relationship.
A relationship you can count on from Clay Maxey and the folks at Teamwork Roofing and Construction. TeamworkBuilt.com. Built on quality, powered by teamwork.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Did you know Chevy of Fayetteville is the #1 volume dealer in Northwest Arkansas? That means nobody sells more cars, trucks, or SUVs than Chevy of Fayetteville. They've been a part of our community for over 25 years. They're supporters of our local schools and the Razorbacks. And they're the best after the sale. An award-winning service and parts department, a waiting area, complimentary loaners. So go see Chris Mark in Denver and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville, inside the Fayetteville Auto Park.
With Arkansas baseball, softball, and basketball seasons in full swing, there's no better place to catch all the action than Walk-On Sports Bistro. With more than 60 TVs at every location, you won't miss a single play. Enjoy mouth-watering Louisiana favorites like po' boys and gumbo, plus the best burgers, draft beers, and cocktails that keep fans coming back. It's incredible food and a game day atmosphere like none other. With 5 locations across Arkansas, it's Walk-On Sports Bistro. We live for this.
International soccer is coming to Razorback Stadium this spring. As the United States prepares to host the 2026 World Cup, the home of Razorback football is set to host its first international soccer match when Liga MX rivals Club America and Club Tigres face off in the Golden Clash on Saturday, March 28th. Tickets for this world-class soccer matchup will be available for just $35. Secure your seat for this can't-miss event at ArkansasRazorbacks.com.
I want to see you and Bart in the old 3-legged race.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Let me just...
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Paschal Air, Plumbing, and Electric is here to help you lighten the load. This new year, enjoy no payments and no interest on all home repairs and replacements. Whether it's fixing that stubborn plumbing issue, replacing an aging heating and air system, or upgrading your electrical, our Paschal pros are here to keep your home running smoothly and stress-free. Visit gopaschal.com today to schedule your service.
And Razorback fans, we've got exciting news. Paschal is now proud to be the official air, plumbing, and electric provider of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to JamesBoyett.com.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You got it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com.
Distribution Solutions Incorporated began providing superior customer service back in 1997 based out of Harrison, Arkansas, and they're supporting our local communities today and always looking for professional OTR drivers. DSI knows drivers by name. They're about their people, and when you work with DSI, it feels more like a family than a job, and they know home time matters. If you're a driver, check out their website, drivedsi.com. All the benefits, all the vacation time, and that home time that matters.
Did you know you can listen to a podcast version of the show? The Chuck and Bo Show on Demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park and can be found every weekday on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you listen to your podcasts.
You enjoy fake AI-generated stories
I do.
And getting scammed on the internet?
I do.
Facebook is for you.
That's what I like. That's what I want.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
All right, big weekend, but it could be a big St. Patrick's Day. If you want to throw out the first pitch, G&G Insurance is giving you the opportunity. You go to their website, and you can just throw out the first pitch. If you get signed up, you could win it. G&G Insurance, the website you want to go to, ggfirstpitch.com. It comes with 4 tickets. It's on St. Patrick's Day. You're running out of time. We got a couple of days left. I think Wednesday's the last day or Thursday's the last day you can sign up. But you go to ggfirstpitch.com, you get a free insurance quote, and you're automatically registered to throw out the first pitch on Saturday or on a Tuesday, St. Patrick's Day, which is the 17th of this month, versus Northern Colorado. It's a 6 p.m. game. St. Patrick's Day, 4 great seats to the game, and you're out there on the bump throwing out the first
Memory
pitch.
of a lifetime right there.
It is. I mean, how many people get to do that? That's
Not
a pretty
many.
cool opportunity.
Yeah.
So ggfirstpitch.com. How was everybody's weekend? Let's
Great.
start with you, Bart. That's where we always start.
It was great.
Could you be a little more vague?
This is like talking to Lennox.
No, I mean,
how was your day? Good.
I had a great weekend. I watched a lot of basketball. Went to the softball games at Bogle Park over the weekend.
How'd the wagers go?
The wagers went well.
Yeah.
The wagers went well.
So you had a winning weekend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bart's a winner. He's a winner and a fighter.
How's this week going to be, Bart?
In terms of
how's your week gonna go?
What's that ring saying?
I think it's gonna be a good week.
What I'm looking for
this is my time of year.
That's where I was going.
This is my time of year.
Here we go. Here we go. Tell us about your time of year.
Well, it's basketball postseason. Basketball postseason, conference tournaments, NCAA tournament leading straight into the Masters. Life is good. It's sunny and light out longer in the day. I mean, what's there to complain about? We've got more conference championship games happening today, other conference tournament games. There's exciting stuff to watch on TV, people getting to live out their dreams. What more do you want? This is America.
Oh yeah, this is great. That's what. Yeah, it's every day for you. Is there basketball every day this week? Is there something big happening every day this week?
Oh, most definitely.
Okay.
Like we've got a couple of conference tournament championship games today. We'll have obviously more action tomorrow, as well as some other conference tournament championship games happening really, I think there's one every day this week. This is the time. This is the time. The time.
I will check the sports schedule, the ball game schedule, and say, okay, I'm going to watch that game tonight.
Where do you get that? Where do you check the ball game schedule?
Well, like at ESPN.com or
Okay.
whatever.
Yeah.
Just see what's on, and I'll make a plan. Well, I'm going to watch that game tonight. What games are you going to watch today?
Today, we've got a couple of finals happening at the same time. Georgia Southern and Troy in the Sun Belt. Furman and East Tennessee State in the SoCon.
So what do you do?
Those are both at
Walk-ons.
6.
Go to walk-ons.
I have an interest in the Northern Kentucky Wright State game.
What do you mean by interest?
Well, I have a betting interest in that game.
You know.
I
just wanted to be clear.
That's the Horizon League semifinal game. Wright State money line, in case anybody's following along. So 3 games all happening at the same time. It's going to be great.
If you don't have the Oaklawn Sports app, today's a great day to do it. And here's why. You download it, and new customers can earn up to $1,000 in bonus bets. You got up to 10 days to really make those pay off for you. So now's the time to get the Oaklawn Sports app, because March Madness isn't almost here. It is here. You've got the conference tournament already. These Cinderella-type teams are punching their tickets, and these games are so good.
Oh, they're fun.
And Bart will give you locks. They'll
As
give
we
you
go.
locks. We're going to put it on you in these conference tournaments, these small conference tournaments. We want them.
Fan dreams of stepping onto that dirt at Baum-Walker Stadium, and thanks to G&G Insurance, that dream is wide open. G&G is Fayetteville's choice for home, auto, and business insurance because they're fans just like us. They want to put you on the mound to throw out the first pitch at an Arkansas game this season. Visit ggfirstpitch.com, get a quote from their local experts, and you're in the running. Just takes a few minutes to see how much you could save, and it might land you in the center of the diamond. That's ggfirstpitch.com to win today.
Distribution Solutions Incorporated began providing superior customer service back in 1997 based out of Harrison, Arkansas, and they're supporting our local communities today and always looking for professional OTR drivers. DSI knows drivers by name. They're about their people, and when you work with DSI, it feels more like a family than a job, and they know home time matters. If you're a driver, check out their website, drivedsi.com. All the benefits, all the vacation time, and that home time that matters. Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to jamesboyett.com. There's simply not a better shopping experience than Macadoodles. Looking for the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits? Macadoodles or Guess Who in Bentonville has you covered. With an unbeatable selection, amazing prices, and service that's unbeatable, they've got everything you need. Whether you're stocking up for a party, updating your bar, or just grabbing your favorites, Roger and the team are always there to help. Make the smart choice. Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista at the state line, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
Donuts, Red Bull, and lottery tickets. I mean, how could you want anything
Courtesy
more?
of the Chuck and Bo Show.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Some moments call for more than just a win. They call for unforgettable. At Blakeman's, you're not just buying a diamond. You're creating an experience that starts the moment you walk through the door. Their newly remodeled space is absolutely stunning, and Cafe B has a personal touch you won't find anywhere else. Their in-house diamond expert makes it easy to find the perfect piece for any occasion, and that purple bag, still undefeated when it comes to saving the day. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. It's more than jewelry. It's your story.
Buying or selling a home's a big deal, and you want someone who is with you every step of the way. That's why those of us at the Chuck and Bo Show wholeheartedly recommend Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, because we've experienced it. They've been my partners for life. They're Bo's partner now, and I promise you, when you become involved with Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, they'll become your partners for life too. They've been turning houses into homes since 1978, and you can always log on and check out their selection at WeicherGriffin.com.
At First Security Bank, banking isn't one size fits all. It's personal because everyone's financial journey looks a little different. From managing day-to-day spending, running a small business, to helping your kids learn more smart money habits, or taking that big step toward buying a home. At First Security, you get the services you expect, the technology you need, and the real support of local people who live here, know the community, and take the time to understand what you're trying to accomplish. Life moves fast, and having a bank that moves with you makes a difference. questions. Whether you prefer stopping by a branch, banking on the app, or picking up the phone to talk with someone who actually knows your name, First Security is there. They offer smart tools like mobile banking, bill pay, and mobile check deposit, along with thoughtful solutions like flex banking for kids, checking built for small businesses, and local mortgage lenders who guide you through the home buying process. Choose the power of personal. Bank better at First Security. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Previously heard on the Chuck and Bo Show.
Kim Mulkey walks into your home wearing what she had on last night. You say, is this a game?
No. What would you do, Bart?
Bart leaves the room. She chases him.
God almighty.
Jason Bart around
Making
the house, dressed up
weird
like a
cat tiger sound.
Yeah. What would you do, Bart?
I have a baseball bat. It would come into handy.
There's Kim Mulkey chasing Bart around.
Oh, that would be awesome.
And he's the one with the baseball bat.
No, there would be no chase. No. There would be no chase. There would be no chase.
Pinned up against the corner.
I've got it.
No.
If you're not for Kim Mulkey, maybe we can find somebody that is.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you, Pete Weber. Pete Weber, 14 years ago yesterday, won the 2012 U.S. Open of bowling and was very, very impressed with himself. Remember this?
Strike to claim it. A strike to claim it.
It's the only time we paid attention to bowling.
Who do you think you are?
I am. Pete Weber.
Oh, yeah.
You think he'd be a
Power
good match
couple.
for Kim Mulkey?
Yes,
Power couple?
Power couple. Pete Weber, Kim Mulkey.
You got competition, Bart.
Yeah.
No, he's free. He's free to
I don't think I'm going to be able to get that image out of my mind all day. Kim Mulkey chasing Bart around the house. Oh, my God. That is brutal. Stomach turning.
The Chuck and Bo Show on Demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Catch up on all 3 hours with the podcast version on Spotify and Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
I've come to a conclusion. It is unacceptable, to quote Eddie, it is unacceptable to lose to Missouri anymore at anything. I would just like to declare this today. No longer can you lose to Missouri in football. It is not okay. Like, somebody's got to stand up and say, you have to say, that is not allowed anymore.
Bo just had an epiphany right now.
An epiphany, yes. It can't happen anymore.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I would resist the urge to drink this morning.
Stop. I'm done.
You said a lot of good things there.
Well, I don't know if I said one good thing.
I met a guy last night. Love y'all to death, Jeff.
You mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The show of record for Razorback fans.
I'm in my Sunday school, and first thing he says when we hop in the car, he says, "Let's put on the Chuck and Bo Show."
It's too early for this kind of conversation. I'm still half asleep.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
I really hadn't planned to start here, but since Bo said all that about not allowed to lose to Missouri in football anymore, I got to say this. Anyone who says that Missouri game doesn't matter, I want you to ride with us up there to Mizzou Arena next year if Missouri wins that ball game, and watch them at halftime roll that trophy out with the entire football team. I mean, the whole bunch. And Eli goes running from one baseline to the other, getting the crowd all fired up. They point, they taunt, they laugh. They rub our noses in it. Every time we go up there to play basketball and they've won that football game, it is like the highlight of the day for them just to rub our noses in the fact that they beat the Razorbacks in football. Now, you don't see it when you're watching at home. They might, like coming out of a break or going into a break, they might say, the Missouri football team was here and they had the Battle Line trophy out there and they're celebrating today. They don't show the points and the taunts and the laughs. And, you remember back in the day when Arkansas, was really had it going in the 90s in football or basketball, and they weren't very good at football, you know, you'd go to the games, the road games, particularly in football, and all the fans would be like mimicking a basketball shot by the third quarter, as if we'll see you in basketball season because, you know what's coming. Missouri Saturday was like, yeah, you beat us in basketball, but we own you in football. And this is a basketball school. Missouri's a basketball school. And this is one thing that does need to stop. When Bo's talking about that, and he's right. But seriously, anyone that thinks that game doesn't matter, part of the reason Mizzou's won so many is because it matters more than them. It matters more to them than it does to us. They've also had better players, maybe, but they do. They celebrate that trophy, and they do it every time we go up there in basketball. You should go, Bart, and see what it's like. It's not very much fun.
Well, I mean, I think you could say that about Columbia, Missouri in general. It's not very much fun. I've been up there before and didn't particularly enjoy my time there. But you're right. Like it does mean more than we think it means
to them.
To them, especially. You got to beat them. You got to beat them in football. You just have. I know we're deep in basketball season right now. It's the postseason, but man, you've got to beat Missouri in football. I don't have the schedule for next year pulled up in front of me.
Play them in October.
But that game,
Halloween.
Just beat them and beat them like a drum. Beat them senseless.
Well,
beat them by 50 if you can. Just win the game.
They wound up dead.
I got to admit, beating them in basketball is fun.
Oh, it is.
But it'd be nice to beat them in football too. I'm going to tell you, going into Saturday, I didn't know what to expect from the Razorbacks. I did not know what to expect. Acuff's not going to play. You're probably going to be the 3 seed in the conference tournament, regardless of how it all turns out. Missouri's the one that really had a lot to play for. You know, they could have been, and as it turned out, would have been the 4 seed in the conference tournament if they had beaten Arkansas. They needed to beat the Razorbacks, and they needed Vanderbilt to go to Tennessee and win.
Instead, they're the 8 seed.
Yeah, Nate Amick got hurt, and Vanderbilt wins at Tennessee, and instead they're the 8. They could have gone as low as 10, been as high as 4, depending upon how everything played out on Saturday. And as it turned out, everything that they needed to have happen happened, except beating Arkansas. They weren't able to do that. But, with Acuff out, I didn't really know what to expect. But you could tell right from the get-go that Arkansas had come to play. DJ Wagner's playing really well right now. And I'm not saying you're better off without Acuff. That would be a silly thing to say. But Wagner right now is playing well enough that the loss is not as bad. And when you've got Malik Ewan doing things like this, you got a chance to win.
Wagner down the lane, cut off. Cross court, Ewan's open, left wing, 3, good from Malik. Malik with just his 3rd 3 of the year. Hogs are up 81-77 with 2:20 to go.
And he shot it with confidence. He was 2 of 3 on threes all season long prior to that one. He caught the ball. Sometimes big guys out there on the perimeter that don't shoot threes, they'll catch it and they'll hesitate because that's not their shot. And they wonder, if I miss it, is coach going to take me out? The
answer's usually yes.
And sometimes the answer is yes. But he caught that ball all in one motion, no hesitation whatsoever, put it up like he does it every day. Well, I mean, he does, but he doesn't do it in every game. And that was a huge basket. And I know Brazil's bucket was arguably the dagger. But when Malik hit that three-pointer, in my mind, I'm thinking, we're going to win this game. That's a sign. It's a sign from the basketball gods. We're going to win this game.
What's the difference with him playing well and when he doesn't?
Well, it's a lot.
But I mean, what keeps him from playing well? Is it just that he's in his own head? Is this what Cal was talking about? Like, just go play? Like, because he's
sometimes it's
difference.
matchup. Sometimes it's matchup.
He can get pushed around a little bit down low.
I thought he was good in that respect, though. Saturday. And Mizzou, they're not Florida, but Phillips is 7 feet, and Mitchell's 6'9", and Pierce is 6'10". Now Pierce is kind of like Ewan. He's not a that wide body guy inside, but Mizzou's got a formidable front line, and I thought he absorbed all that a lot better this time around. But Cal said this before, and he's right. We don't have to have everybody playing well, but we can't have more than maybe a guy or two have an off night. And I just thought Saturday, everybody contributed. And that's when you're down men, that's what you have to have.
You mentioned his name. It's the first time it's been brought up in the show, but I've just got Sean Phillips for Missouri. Maybe the most annoying player that Arkansas has gone against.
That's a
year.
mouthful.
I thought he was going to really roll something positive out of him.
No.
Didn't you think that?
No, I knew something bad was coming.
No, just annoying. Like he was playing with 4 fouls for what seemed like an eternity and never picked up that 5th
Doug
foul.
Shaw's favorite.
And I was just sitting there like, come on, we got to foul this guy out of the game, right? Like, first of all, he's fouling like every trip down the court, and it's not getting called. But second of all, like, this guy's just annoying. Like, he's whining, he's flopping, he's doing like everything that I hate when a basketball player does, all wrapped into one player. and I was just like, we got to get rid of this guy. Come on,
He's
like
the embodiment of everything you hate.
You got to get rid of this
Got to
guy.
get rid of him.
13 and 10. I mean, he's a good player.
Oh man.
Yeah, I have nothing against his ability as a basketball player. I just the experience of watching him play was subpar.
He just doesn't do it for you, does he?
I just got to say, you brought it up. I just got to say, that guy, he is one ball of annoying.
Yeah,
he's
really
wrapped
is.
up in.
Yeah, that is 7 feet of annoyance right there.
Pretty much all the things I don't like in life, you are. Just pretty much that.
Well,
Brent's and Cersei. Brent,
bad
good morning.
hairdo too.
I don't like any of you.
Hey, Brent.
Other than that, you're a pretty good player.
morning, Chuck and Bo and Bart. How are you guys?
Oh, we're great. What's going on, Brent? Happy Monday.
I just want you to know this springing forward with time, it's kicking me right now.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's a whole different deal now. I mean, the time change is not, it takes about a week.
It'll throw you off. Hopefully not
But
that long.
It does me.
But I got to tell you, let's talk about this basketball thing. I've never been prouder of a bunch of young men in all my life. We went out there with 7 guys. We went out there with 7 guys, and without the best player, Malik Thomas steps up and has 28, 5 for 5 from the 3-point line, and goodness gracious, Trevin Brazile, Malik Ewan, the last 13 minutes of that game, he was a beast. And I'm just telling you, if we can get that type of effort from him, we're going the rest of the we're going to be all right. I mean, I've never been prouder of a bunch of young men in my life.
It was a really satisfying win. The way that they won it was a satisfying win.
And we play the winner of Oklahoma and somebody, right?
Well, now Oklahoma and South Carolina
They got to
play,
beat South Carolina.
and then the winner of that game will draw Texas A&M, and the winner of that game is who Arkansas will play.
Okay. So we play the winner of Texas A&M and Oklahoma and South Carolina.
That's
correct?
Right. That's right.
And what time is that game?
8:30-ish.
Roughly 8:30. They'll play the first game at 6, and Arkansas will start about a half hour after.
So we'll be starting about 8:45, 9 o'clock, probably.
Could be.
That's an
Could
experienced viewer right there. That you were probably
be.
right.
And there's one thing about it. We won't miss the beginning of the game.
Well, you're right about that part. That's exactly right. It will start now.
Well, thank you.
All right. Thank you, Brent.
All right.
Brent, hey, good to hear from you.
Friday, they're on the SEC network. It's on the ESPNs after that. I think it's the main ESPN Saturday and Sunday.
Brent wasn't kidding about springing forward and it throwing him off because I can tell. Normally, he wants to call about 6:15.
You're right.
Today, it's
You're
about
right.
8:15.
Yeah, I mean,
you could tell he's just kind of getting rolling, and it's an adjustment. Cecil,
yeah,
go ahead.
No, it's all right. Go
Cecil
ahead,
in
Cecil.
Fort Smith.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Cecil, what's up?
Yes, sir. Well, I just wanted to call in and voice a few things. You know, I got a little opinion on
What's on your
something, and
mind? What's on your mind today, Cecil?
I ain't trying to piss nobody off.
Nah, we know better than that.
Oh no, man. I'm just hoping that we go in the tournament this week, and I'm hoping that Pringle don't foul out. Because if he don't foul out, he can do more, if that makes any sense.
Well, he's got to stay out of foul trouble. Got to stay on the floor.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He's been averaging 5 fouls for quite a while now. So, you know. But Ewing, man, you know, Ewing, man, I mean, you know, I don't have anything against Ewing, man. He you know, he has his spurts. And he's just.
Who do you like on this team, Cecil? Who do you like?
I like everybody, but I just call it like I see it, Chuck.
I hear you.
And the thing about, I'm trying to describe Ewing. And, you know, he's like a kid that goes to a private school. He's the only kid in the project that goes to a private school. Just put it like that. Does that make any sense? Oh, do you understand what I'm trying to say?
I understand what you're driving at. Yes.
Right. And he's just not. He's not. You know, he's you know, he's just not a. He's not a dog, but he's a good person. He has his moments. He has way more moments than Pringle. I'm hoping that he has.
Cecil. They're different,
yes, sir.
but they're different players. Like, did Pringle?
I know that, Bo.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead, Bo.
Did Pringle help them win the game?
Yeah, well, anybody got the suit on help win the game. If you're on the bench and don't play, you're just a motivator. You helping things go the right way.
But what I'm saying is, did he play a role in winning this game? Did he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
he did. Bo.
He's a
Bo, you're right.
player.
You're right.
Like, he's not the player Ewing is. He was never brought in to be the player that Ewing is. They brought him in for different reasons, and I'll argue that Pringle has gotten better in the last 3 or 4 games. I'm not saying he's got it all, but I don't understand. I don't understand like why the need. Like, what is the point in pointing out that Pringle?
I'm trying to get there, Bo.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
It just. You know, I'm not a scholar. I'm trying to get there in explaining that hopefully we can do better. Pringle, if Pringle don't foul out, he can play more. He can do more. And if Ewing can grab the ball and hold on to it, because I mean he does good things like the putbacks, the dunks. He missed that we could have won the game, and I'm not blaming him that we lost. Or, you know, because I watch it, you know, I watch the game, man. I don't miss none of it. If I'm not there, I still don't miss none of it. And he does things and he don't finish. He don't finish. Is that what he doesn't finish?
He does. He just doesn't do it as consistently as you'd like.
Okay, Chuck. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not probably the only one. I mean, I'm just a fan.
I'm not
but
saying
I got one question before I hang up.
All right.
I got one question before I hang up. Okay, I think we got 3 seniors. Okay, and this is a good topic, y'all. I'm about to hang up, but we have 3 seniors, and who's coming back? Because there's going to be some changes this year after this season. Who y'all think's coming back, and who on the team that ain't coming back? And
who's the third senior?
Do y'all want to add? We got 3 seniors. We got 2 seniors, right?
Is Ewing a senior? Like
technically.
Well, yeah, he might as well be a senior because he won't come back. He will not be back. He ain't coming back, man. Just my
why don't
opinion.
you tell us who's not coming back?
Ewing's not coming back to University of Arkansas to play basketball. I remember one time I called in some years ago and you said, Cecil, if you write about Gus Malzahn coming to Arkansas, I'm going to let you do the segment for 1 hour. And I was pulling for that dude, man. He changed his mind and went back to Auburn. Do you remember that, Bo?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, but hey, what if I'm right this time?
You can do the whole show this time. How about that?
Okay.
All 3
okay,
hours.
all right.
You can do all 3 hours that day.
Okay. Okay, Bo, Chuck, you stand on that one too.
I'm happy to. I'm going to take the day off.
It's gonna be some big changes.
All right.
July 5th.
Sounds good.
All right,
Y'all have a
so-
blessed day.
All right,
Thank you, buddy.
Bart's got things to say about this call, but I don't know if he's going to say
I don't
them.
know, right in the middle of the call, Bar. I've had enough of this. I've had enough.
He just got
What in fact have you had enough of,
Nick
Bart?
Pringle led the team in plus minus on Saturday. He was plus 10 in 16 minutes. The next best guys were Trevin, Malik, and DJ, who were all plus 4. That means that when Nick Pringle was on the court against Missouri in those 16 minutes, the Razorbacks were 10 points better. 10 points better than Missouri. That's
so you're
the
saying-
only guy who had a better plus minus for the entire game was Sean Phillips Jr. for Missouri, who was plus 11.
Your favorite player.
Look, I am sick and tired of just the repetitive nature of that call, man. Like, Cecil, I love you, but pick something else. But like, you want to talk
Let's
about
talk about Doug Shouse.
You want to talk
How about that?
You want to talk about the foul outs and all that stuff. Pringle's not fouling out every game.
Well, also
Okay?
he gets a bad
a
whistle.
terrible whistle, and he got it again on Saturday from my boy Doug.
I'm guilty. I'm guilty. I make my share of mistakes.
Like, he got called for a couple of fouls that just in no way, shape, or form were actual fouls. He is whistle prone. Like, guys look for him. Refs look for him. They anticipate reasons to blow the whistle on Pringle. He's not a bum. And Cecil's out here every time he calls the show making it seem like Nick Pringle's a bum. He's a big part of this team, and he's starting for a reason, and that's because a Hall of Fame national championship winning coach thinks he has a positive impact on the game. Period. End of story.
Bart
I'm
says,
done with it.
Go Nick Pringle.
Don't be a bum. Get your taxes in on time. H&R Block can help you. They've got 70 years of experience keeping people away for being a bum. Get 100% accuracy and a max refund guaranteed or your money back. H&R Blocks are everywhere. You'll find one near you. Just walk in or make an appointment. Chuck has a little bit of a bad habit of getting on Facebook and buying things.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Every Hog fan dreams of stepping onto that dirt at Baum-Walker Stadium, and thanks to G&G Insurance, that dream is wide open. G&G is Fayetteville's choice for home, auto, and business insurance because they're fans just like us. They want to put you on the mound to throw out the first pitch at an Arkansas game this season. Visit ggfirstpitch.com, get a quote from their local experts, and you're in the running. Just takes a few minutes to see how much you could save, and it might land you in the center of the diamond. That's ggfirstpitch.com to win today.
With Oaklawn Sports, the action never stops and the season is never over. It's now easier than ever to wager on your favorite sports all year long. Go from football to basketball to baseball to golf. Bet on what you want, when you want, with the brand you trust. Oaklawn Sports even offers ways to bet on cricket, rugby, table tennis, and more. If it's a sport, chances are you can wager on it. Plus, it's now simpler to deposit and withdraw money from your account. Bet all year long with Oaklawn Sports, Arkansas's best sports betting app. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
At First Security, banking isn't one size fits all. It's personal. When you walk in, call, or click, you're working with people who live here, know the community, and understand what you're trying to accomplish. Whether it's managing day-to-day spending or planning for something bigger, it's real support from real people who care enough to listen. Discover what better banking feels like. Bank better at First Security. Member FDIC. Hey folks, Chuck Barrett here, the voice of the Razorback. And if you're ready for freedom from glasses or contacts, there's only one name you need to know: McDonald Eye Associates. Whether it's LASIK, clear lens exchange, or advanced cataract surgery, they've got the solution to help you see your best, no matter your age. Doctors Betts and Mengarelli are the real deal, two of the most experienced surgeons anywhere. They've even taken care of my eyes. And now I'm seeing the basketball court crystal clear. I'm so glad I chose McDonald Eye, and you will be too.
Hey, I'm sorry if this makes too much sense. I am more than happy to hear where I'm off on this.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Cutting corners is generally a bad idea. And when it comes to roofing, it's real bad. That's why Teamwork Roofing and Construction uses only the best materials, like Malarkey shingles, which perform better, protect longer, and are more sustainable. Residential or commercial. Got a complicated job? They've got the certified crews ready to deliver on time and on budget. You need a roof that's built on quality and powered by Teamwork. Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Log on to teamworkbuilt.com and get a quote today. That's teamworkbuilt.com. All right, it's officially tax season, and your local H&R Block is ready to knock it out with you. You can just walk in or grab an appointment, and you're getting 100% accuracy in your max refund or your money back. That's real people right here in your neighborhood, helping you get it done the right way. Not just now, but year-round. H&R Block. Walk in or book an appointment today. If you haven't tried a flight by Yuengling, you're missing out on the great taste of Yuengling that is a light beer. It's the next generation of light beer. Get it on draft, in the can, the new skinny cans, and now the new 16-ounce resealable twist-off aluminum bottle. Perfect for any occasion. It's just 95 calories, and you're still enjoying a Yuengling. Take your beer game to new heights with Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer.
High school sports in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley have never had a bigger stage. I'm Melissa Orange, host of the Varsity Vibe podcast, and every week we'll be bringing you the stories, highlights, and moments that matter most to our communities. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe to our newsletter, check out the Varsity Vibe podcast, and follow us on social media for the latest scores and spotlight features. Get it all at varsityvibearkansas.com.
Did you know you can listen to a podcast version of the Chuck and Bo Show on demand? It's driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park and can be found every weekday on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
I will confess, I've reached the point in my life when my main goal every day is to get home. So once I'm there, it's going to take quite a bit to get me back out.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
That's a good breakfast.
Yeah, it is. 70 years of
Thank you
doing
for
taxes. H&R Block's ready to help you get it done. Just go in or make an appointment. You're going to get 100% accuracy and a max refund guaranteed. Cal on Malik Thomas, 30 points. I don't think we've talked enough about that today. I think sometimes something's obvious, so you don't really spend a lot of time talking about it. But Acuff's taken the show, right, all year long. But remember, it was always Thomas and Acuff coming in. And we've said a few times, like if Acuff wasn't on this team and, it was Wagner and Thomas was the two guard as he is most of the time, he'd probably be averaging a lot more points. Well, you saw that on Saturday. And Thomas had 30, 28 in the box score, but they went back and awarded him a basket they'd given Brazil. So he ends up with 30. Here's Cal after the game.
We knew Malik Thomas would get going because that's who he is. I just don't want him to dribble 8 times before he shoots. I tell him, I don't care if you shoot or drive or do, but you can't go and think you're going to bounce it 12 times, the defense is going to get set, and you're going to get something. So go downhill. He is an unbelievable scorer and a great kid.
Still learning. They're still growing.
He's still learning, no doubt about it.
Still getting better.
But it's nice to have a kid learning, and he ends the day with 30 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. That's a pretty high learning curve there.
Cecil asked us in the last segment who won't be back next year. He said Ewan won't be back. Ewan's got another year of eligibility left. Yeah. TB, unless he applies for an extra year, will likely be on to Pro Bowl. Pringle's a senior, doesn't have any eligibility. Billy Richmond's a sophomore. People ask me all the time, what year is Billy Richmond? It feels like he's been here a long time.
It does. And,
he's made so many plays.
Billy's turned himself into an NBA prospect this year. And I don't know where he's going to get drafted. I have no idea, but it would not surprise me to see him go higher than certainly we thought at the start of the year.
It's unimaginable that Acuff would come back to college. No. He's going to be probably a top 5-7 pick, something like that. Does Malik Thomas come back?
I don't know the answer to that. All these guys are gonna. They've got their advisors, and perhaps the best one they've got John Calipari. So I'm not sure what he's going to do, but I would expect him. You know, my thought all along has been that, you know, these kids have a plan. And that plan includes playing 1 year of college and going to the NBA. And I'm not saying every player thinks this way, but I'm sure Acuff and Malik Thomas, that's been part of their plan.
DJ Wagner's another one. Will he stay another year? You got 3 really good players coming in, a couple of really good guards.
And there will be some more. I would expect some more 5-star type players coming in.
And then, of course, Sealy. What will he do? Will he come back next year? We're premature on this conversation. Cecil asked us to go down the list. So
well, and sometimes
plenty of basketball left.
Sometimes we think of as a guy coming back in terms of, you know, do we want him? Number one, is he good? And number two, how will this affect his pro prospects? That's the way we've always thought when we debate whether or not a player is going to come back. The transfer portal is the wildest card in all of this. You know, we sat around last year. Well, you think Boogie Fland will come back? He's not ready for the NBA. I don't think he's ready to go. None of us ever talked about, well, what if Boogie transfers to another school? You know, that never came up in our conversation until he did it. So that's the wild card in all this. I'm not saying I think it's going to happen. I'm just saying you can't discount it.
I got to say this, too, on behalf of Boogie Fland. I think Boogie actually did what was best for him. I don't know that he would have been the fit on this team that he is at Florida because Florida needed him in a way that Arkansas did not.
Oh, you're right about that. And perhaps he read the writing on the wall, too.
That's what I mean.
You know?
Like he would have played a lot less minutes here. He's not a shooter.
He's just not Darius Acuff.
Well,
he's a great player, but he's not Darius Acuff.
That's what I mean. You're either playing him or Acuff.
Right.
And to your point earlier, when you recruit these guys, you're expecting them to be here 1 year, and so that's the way they recruited the next guy.
Absolutely.
Because they thought Boogie would be here 1 year.
That's why Jordan Smith's been hired. That's why he's been. That's why they've gotten the commitment from him.
That just came out.
That was a Freudian slip. I'm sorry.
But it was real.
I didn't mean it like that.
It was real. It was all over.
I didn't mean it like that.
It was all over that committee that they're
that was merely a slip, and I apologize for that. But my point is that you're right. I mean, nobody's thought, well, Darius would be a 2 or 3 year guy. Nobody's thought that. The thought is I better have somebody to replace him.
Eric's in Fort Smith. Eric, you're on the Chuck and Bo Show. It's Monday morning. Good morning.
Good morning, fellas. You all doing all right today?
Just fine. How are you?
Doing well. Hope you are.
Oh, I'm doing good. Glad we had the rain. So, quick question. It's actually more for the student athlete questioning for y'all. I want to know what goes through their heads when it comes to transferring or going to the NBA or going to the professional world versus, you know, as a sophomore, leaving college and going professional or finishing out your collegiate, you know, with a great education. I want to know what goes through their heads. I mean, like, as a sophomore in college, should I go to the NBA or should I stick it out for the next 2 years, receive a great education, and then go to the NBA? Is there like a time stamp for collegiate athletes going professional, or you know what I'm talking about? I think I would rather, as a student, have a better education and then go professional, so I have more prospects at the end of the season. Anyway, that's my question. I'll listen.
Yeah. So if you are going into major college basketball knowing you can play in the NBA, then you're literally going to college just because you have to get to the NBA. You got to take that 1 year that they won't take you straight to the NBA. Like, you already know what you're going to be as a professional. Everybody's going to college because they're trying to get in a position to make money as a professional in whatever business they're trying to get into. Well, they're already getting that education on the basketball court. That's what they're in for. So these guys aren't coming to college thinking about degrees for the most part. Not everybody's exactly the same, but they're trying to get to the NBA. A degree is like, I can come back and get that later. I can come back and do this, but they know what they want to do and what they want to become.
It's nice to be idealistic, and talk about how important an education is and a great education, and then you go to the NBA. That sounds good, but that's so far from reality. First off, leverage. You don't have leverage very many times in your life. And there's going to be the reality of making a living that comes into play for whether you're a student athlete or whether you're a student or what, whatever your situation is. The longer you stick around in college, the less leverage you have with the pros. And now that necessarily doesn't necessarily apply to a one and done in college basketball, but it does with players in that sport and other sports as you move along. I hear stories every day of students who are just saddled with debt. They can barely make rent when they get out of college because they're saddled with so much debt. These kids are leaving school without a penny of debt. They're going to make millions as a professional basketball player. I used to buy into be better off to stick around, but I know better now.
There was a lot there, too. I mean, a lot of people will tell you college is overrated unless it's for something you have to get to where you're trying to go. If you know what you want to do, a lot of people go to college to figure it out. You already know what you want to do, and there's a path to get there. There's a lot of people taking that route these days, and certainly when you talk about these athletes, they're among them.
That's right.
Malik Thomas, props to him and the entire Razorback team, but Malik Thomas, the player of the game, 30 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block, 1 steal. He was getting the job done, and WT can help you get the job done. WT Equipment, home of the Bobcat, the Hustler, New Holland, Steel, just some of their brands, but the legendary Bobcat's great for light construction work, which they specialize in, along with people who have a farm. But if you're managing a job site or maybe it's just your own land, WT Equipment has all the things you need, all the tools to help you get the job done. Find them online, WTEquip.com. Do you have more opinions today? Do you have more things that we haven't gotten to?
Hell yeah, brother.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Pascal Air, Plumbing, and Electric is here to help you lighten the load. This new year, enjoy no payments and no interest on all home repairs and replacements. Whether it's fixing that stubborn plumbing issue, replacing an aging heating and air system, or upgrading your electrical, our Pascal pros are here to keep your home running smoothly and stress-free. Visit gopascal.com today to schedule your service.
And Razorback fans, we've got exciting news. Pascal is now proud to be the official air, plumbing, and electric provider of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
People were so excited about just our showing up when we said we're going to show up, calling them back. When we gave them a price, the price didn't change throughout the job. The price was what the price was. And so that experience that I've got in the years that I've been in customer service has taught me that if you could just keep your word, people will keep coming back.
It's what Clay Maxey and the people of Teamwork Roofing and Construction are all about. Learn more at teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality, powered by teamwork. There's never a good deal good enough with a bad person. Still a bad deal.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
One of my things right now, why am I still going? I can't leave this profession like it is and then walk away because my son's in this profession. There are young coaches in this profession. And so I'm looking at this saying, we got to be part of this solution before we walk away from this. And that's part of my purpose now. Why is he speaking out about this? I want the kids to make money. I always have. I've been one of those coaches that said they should have a right to their name, image, and likeness. It's theirs. They should be able to sell it. Because we wouldn't respond that way, because of the arrogance, because of the way where you're worried about the organization instead of the kids, we're where we are right now. Now, free agency, NIL, tampering, offering, all this stuff, instead of you come with me because I can make a difference in your life. We can work together. I'm not telling you I have a magic wand, but what I'm telling you is these kids, look what they've done, where they've gone. And they were sitting where you were. So we have a history of doing it, but I can't do it for you. But I've always been about the kids getting money. I've been that way. But now where we are, no guardrails, no rules. They'll make rules to certain people now. We'll go back to, things. They're paying a quarterback $6-7 million. How? I mean, I don't understand under what we're doing how you do that. I don't care that they do it, but just explain to us how we're to do this.
When you're looking for tough, reliable equipment for people you trust, WT Equipment delivers. WT Equipment is a local, family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas. And they've built their reputation by carrying the brands you know and depend on. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, and Steel, they have the equipment and implements to get the job done right. Whether you're tackling a big job or everyday work, WT Equipment offers a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance, including compact track loaders, skid steers, excavators, and more. Their lots are packed and ready to move with special deals you don't want to miss. Bobcat is the industry leader, tough, reliable, and built to handle any job you throw at. Nobody does light construction or hay and forage better than WT Equipment. Backed by trusted service and support long after the sale. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment location today or log on to WTEquip.com. Tools you trust and people you know.
You know, Oaklawn and Hot Springs is where excitement, luxury, and nonstop action come together, all in one unforgettable destination. The Oaklawn Casino Resort features a 24/7 smoke-free casino with more than 1,500 slot machines, plus blackjack, craps, roulette, along with great dining, live entertainment, and energy that goes all night. When it comes time to relax, check into the luxury hotel, enjoy award-winning restaurants like the Bugler, and unwind at the Astral Spa, Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa. And it's the perfect escape with Hot Springs National Park and beautiful scenic lakes just minutes away. And for sports fans, Oaklawn Sportsbook keeps the action going year-round. Bet on football, basketball, baseball, golf, and more. Even international sports with easy deposits and withdrawals all through America's best sports betting app. Oaklawn is your Hot Springs escape. Plan your visit today at oaklawn.com.
Never miss a moment of the Chuck and Bo Show on demand, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Watch us on YouTube, Twitter, every weekday, or stream the podcast version of the show on Spotify or Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
Get up. You got to get up. You got to go. You're going to feel worse if you don't. Feel better now.
I don't know about
Hate
that.
it later.
You might feel better staying in bed.
You will. You will.
That's an embellishment. You might feel better staying in bed.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I see where it's National Napping Day.
Oh,
Hey,
there it
big
is.
day.
Right there.
Big day.
And you know, it goes right into the next day, National Get Over It Day.
Yeah.
National Napping Day can help you get over things.
It can. Like a time change.
National Meatball Day. You know, I feel like Bart could name somebody a meatball of the day.
You ever refer to anyone as a meatball?
I can't.
I've heard you throw out some colorful
What a
descriptions
meatball.
of people, but I don't think I've ever heard you call
I
someone
don't know.
a meatball.
I don't know that I've ever called anybody a meatball.
What about
maybe
a meathead?
meathead?
Yeah, there you go.
Not a meatball
You're a
though.
meatball. I had some great meatballs over the weekend
Where?
at home.
Okay.
Kara made them. They were awesome.
Ironically, I had a couple of meatballs Saturday.
Yeah.
And I very seldom have meatballs.
Our biorhythms must have told us.
Telling you,
National Meatball Day was coming.
Chuck, your recipe in the cookbook is 4 meatballs.
Well, but that's, I always make those for other people, Bart. You know that.
Also, well, you might as well finish this off. It's National Crab Meat Day and National Barbie Day. Are Barbies still a thing?
Oh,
Bart?
yeah.
Bart?
Yeah.
I mean, there was just
Riley?
a blockbuster movie that last year, 2 years ago?
That one went right by me.
I
Riley,
missed
what
that
what
one
can
too.
you tell us about Barbies?
Riley, do you
in
still have
today's-
Barbies? Do you still have Barbies?
Not anymore. I mean, 15 years ago, yeah.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, some
Still a
people
thing?
like keep them. Like, you pull them out and go, oh, that was so great when I played with
I
that
do
Barbie.
still have some holiday Barbies. I do, yeah.
Yeah.
The collectible one.
There we go. See?
You gonna hang on?
That's
to
my
those?
point right there.
Yeah, yeah.
You gonna hang on to them, or will they be part of a garage sale?
No, they're special. You keep them in the box. You don't touch them.
Oh, okay. That's like a bobblehead or something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. All
I
right.
have a sister. I know about,
Yeah.
Barbies and.
Well, I have a
keeping
daughter,
them.
but she wasn't.
I was sort
remember
of
a
past the
phase-
Barbie craze.
Yeah.
By the time.
That's what I
Well,
thought.
American Girl dolls, I believe, became a thing.
I don't know.
Might have
You're losing me there.
surpassed. I have nieces. Might have surpassed the Barbie. I don't
Why
know.
don't we have more Lou Holtz dolls? Like
I've got one somewhere.
Like they had a Lou Holtz doll. Why did we get away from that and go to the bobbleheads?
Those
why
were
don't we
precursors
collect
to the bobbleheads.
dolls? We need, yeah.
You could stick pins in them. Like if they lost, you could stick pins in them like it was a voodoo doll.
I'm just like I'm just going to the worst possible
Oh,
place with
well,
these.
yeah.
Like, can you imagine if there was a Hugh Freeze doll?
Wow. Hey.
That does open.
You want
up
to tell
a
us
lot.
more about what you're thinking there?
No.
Where's your
I really
mind
don't.
wandered off
I
to?
really
Mark?
don't.
That's right.
I really
Where did it go?
Yeah, no.
Where did your mind go? Well, you left us there.
But it is National Barbie Day.
Yeah,
Just
yes, it
for the
is.
record, it is
Yes, it
National
is.
Barbie Day.
It's going to be sunny, highs in the low 70s today as
Yeah.
well.
Thank you for moving along with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
Why don't we do
Way
some
to get us out of that.
Why don't we do some headlines while we're at it?
Yeah.
Malik Thomas 30 in the game. We talked about that a few minutes
They
ago.
restatted it.
TB had 17 and 9 after the restat, which is the same Ewing had, right? They both had 17 and 9.
Correct.
That's
34 and 18.
when you
between the two
yeah,
of them.
when you that doesn't get talked about
Quick
enough.
math.
That doesn't get talked
No,
about
I mean, you're
enough.
right.
Like that's the story of the game. I mean, taking nothing away from Malik, which that's obviously going to get attention and should, but we're always talking about Arkansas's bigs, and will they step up? Will they play? I mean, that is like a great performance on the road against a formidable front line.
Let me give you another stat, too. You know, Billy backed up DJ at the point guard spot. Between the two of them, you had 9 assists. So it's not as though the distribution of the ball changed. You know, it went to different people, obviously, because a lot of times Acuff was throwing it to Billy. He got plenty of assists throwing it to Billy Richmond. But my point is both those guys stepped up in that spot. And between the two of them, you've got 9 assists and, 16, 18 points? That's actually 20 points,
20
I guess,
points, yeah.
between the two of them. 20 and 9 at that spot. And I know Billy didn't play exclusively backup point guard, but he did, run the point a time or two. So those are good numbers.
Yeah, and 8:30 will be the opening game for the Razorbacks on Friday. Double bye. So South Carolina and OU will play in the first round.
Wednesday.
The winner of that game will play Texas A&M on Thursday, and then Arkansas will play at 8:30. Well, it'll be more like 8:45 most likely. Could be as late as 9 o'clock, but it's approximately 8:30 on Friday night.
Just to kind of put in perspective what a double bye means, Kentucky will play, and there will be an afternoon game Wednesday before the Razorbacks even get on the plane and fly to Nashville.
Can you say that one more time? Just so people, it registers like when.
Wednesday, Kentucky will start the tournament, and there's going to be another game after that. Those games will be certainly the first game, and most of the second game will be finished before Arkansas even gets on the plane and goes over there. So on Friday, you're either going to play a team that's playing their second game in as many days, or you're going to be playing a team that's playing their third game in as many days. That's the advantage of getting the double bye. Plus, you get to rest the whole time.
Plus, Kentucky's got to play 2 full days before.
Right.
Right. They got to get.
Exactly
they got to
right.
get their money's worth.
They may be
The
gone.
Kentucky
They may be
invitation.
gone by the time the Razorbacks get there. Wouldn't that be
It's
something?
like they're not even there. Yeah, that was a tough. Where did they finish in the standings? 3 games behind Arkansas.
9th.
They're the 9 seed in the tournament.
Tough.
Feel for them.
Tough scene.
Feel good for them. Arkansas baseball team leads the series 2-1 against Stetson. Dave Van Horn's bunch will play again today in the 4th and final game of the series, and Arkansas took 2 of 3 from number 12 Georgia in softball. The Hogs are ranked 9th. If you're keeping track of former Razorback coaches, Stan Heath was fired at Eastern Michigan on Sunday. Yeah, and that's about it.
No longer the man.
All right, we got to hit a break. We're brought to you in part by First Security Bank, helping Arkansans bank better every single day. All over the great state of Arkansas because they believe Arkansas is a great state, and that's why they went all in on Arkansas, went all in on local communities, and all in on convenient local banking. More locations, more friendly people to help you. FSbank.com. Check them out online. First Security Bank, member FDIC. I mean, look, this is what we do. We heal the hurting. We touch the hearts. We talk about the things that matter to people.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Want to make this St. Patrick's Day one you'll never forget? G&G Insurance is giving you the chance to throw out the first pitch at the Razorback game on March 17th. Skip the parade and head to the mound at Baum Walker. Just visit ggfirstpitch.com, get a free fast insurance quote, and you are automatically entered to win. Support the local guys who love the Hogs as much as we do and see how much you could save on your home and auto. That's ggfirstpitch.com. Get your quote, grab your glove, and let's go Hogs.
Did you know Chevy of Fayetteville is the #1 volume dealer in Northwest Arkansas? That means nobody sells more cars, trucks, or SUVs than Chevy of Fayetteville. They've been a part of our community for over 25 years. They're supporters of our local schools and the Razorbacks. And they're the best after the sale. An award-winning service and parts department, a waiting area, complimentary loaners. So go see Chris Mark in Denver and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville, inside the Fayetteville Auto Parts.
Hold on, guys. I'm on the Chuck and Bo Show. Hold on.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Pascal Air, Plumbing, and Electric is here to help you lighten the load. This new year, enjoy no payments and no interest on all home repairs and replacements. Whether it's fixing that stubborn plumbing issue, replacing an aging heating and air system, or upgrading your electrical, our Pascal pros are here to keep your home running smoothly and stress-free. Visit gopascal.com today to schedule your service.
And Razorback fans, we've got exciting news. Pascal is now proud to be the official air, plumbing, and electric provider of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to JamesBoyett.com.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You get it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutoPark.com. That's FayettevilleAutoPark.com.
Distribution Solutions Incorporated began providing superior customer service back in 1997 based out of Harrison, Arkansas, and they're supporting our local communities today and always looking for professional OTR drivers. DSI knows drivers by name. They're about their people, and when you work with DSI, it feels more like a family than a job, and they know home time matters. If you're a driver, check out their website, drivedsi.com. All the benefits, all the vacation time, and that home time that matters.
Did you know you can listen to a podcast version of the show? The Chuck and Bo Show On Demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park and can be found every weekday on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you listen to your podcasts.
Can I be honest?
Please do.
I mean, this is me being vulnerable and transparent, which I know you love and are very comfortable with.
I know what's coming.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
We're getting to this late today, but it's Ask Riley Anything Day. We do it once a year. We do it every day.
Today's the day.
Today's the day. It's March 9th. The question was directed to Chuck and Bo, but it's going to Riley. Riley, important question. We're going to the game. This is from Darren and Alma. We're going to the baseball game on Friday. We don't want to miss the start of the basketball game at the SEC tournament. What should we do if the baseball game is close?
Oh, my God.
Well,
what a dilemma.
So this really fun thing you can do now is watch TV on your phone. So you can download the ESPN app and just watch the basketball game on your phone while you're at the baseball game, multitasking. It's really nice. It's really fun. Very innovative. I love it.
First words out of Riley's mouth was, how old's that guy?
Yeah.
I mean, where you been, man?
Yeah, that was the question. How old are you? So this is the moment, Riley, when you're in your grandparents' living room and they hand you their phone and you download and you get them all set up.
Yeah.
And find somebody that can get you set up. Like if that's a question you're really asking, you don't know. You must not know how to do that.
Could you get me out of picture-in-picture? Like, could you, I got picture-in-picture. I need to get rid of it. Could you take care of that for me?
What?
Picture in picture.
No, I'm
Yeah,
joking.
yeah.
I'm joking.
Chuck has problems on FaceTime. He can't figure out which way is the camera's going.
Yeah.
This is thankfully not a problem anymore. And if you have an iPad, you might. What I would suggest is you take your iPad with you if you need a bigger screen.
Yeah.
And we can take it to another level.
You got wireless there, don't you?
You can take you can take you can take your AirPods. If you don't have AirPods, look into those. Or you can, plug in some headphones. And you can listen to the basketball game with one ear while you're listening and watching the baseball game with the other. It's a great time to be a sports
One eye
fan.
on the phone, one eye on the field.
Yeah, it is challenging. You're going to miss a couple plays, but if the baseball game's really good, because you're going to hopefully
Make sure you're behind the
lost in that.
netting if you're going to be watching a second screen.
Or just let people know around you that they got to look out for you.
Yeah.
Be sure and tell everyone around you the score every time something happens, too. People always like that. Be helpful.
When you're celebrating.
Yeah. Every time Arkansas makes a basket, be sure and tell everyone around you.
But then when you leave the game, just go directly to walk-ons. They got 60 televisions, at least 60 televisions in every location, or you can just go there if you can't make it to the game. You can watch both games. And in every other game going on. But they'll have audio of Razorback games always at walk-ons. Great place to go, great food, great environment, great place for Hog fans to visit. And while you're there, ask about Flight by Yuengling. It's on draft. It's 95 calories. Tastes like a Yuengling, but it's a light beer. The next generation of light beers, in fact. And you can also get it at the store. You can get it at many, many restaurants. Just ask for it. Hey, do you guys have Flight by Yuengling? And you'll be glad you did. Well, that's Monday, guys.
Yep.
And what a Monday it's been. A reaction Monday. We got baseball today.
Yes.
What time's the game?
Noon. High noon.
Noon.
At a high nooner on a Monday.
We're going to get moving.
Have a great Monday. It's 8:55. We'll try and do it again tomorrow. Chuck and Bo Show.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You got it all at Fayetteville.